morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Pew, 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 pew. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Ladies, lads, legends. How are you doing? Happy Friday, Thursday night. Okay, so today we're making some foods. Coincidentally, because we're a cooking stream. We're making something that I have on this recipe that I printed out like that. The title says Dex's Special Cake. Since when? I know. We don't cook very often. It's more shenanigans. Good morning, buenos dias. Give me a holla if you're in chat. Dex's Special Cake. I didn't really know what to call it. Dex redeemed a recipe for, it's kind of like a cheesecake, but with like a cheesecake lid. I don't know. It's like a double-decker cheesecake sandwich something. I don't really know how to pronounce it. It's in Discord. It's a recipe video from YouTube. It's in German, so I've called it a special cake. I think it's going to be delicious. We're going to put my spin on it. So basically, we're going to make it into like a raspberry cheesecake slice. I don't know. It's going to be good. And then we're doing Liz's Redemption, which is chicken pot pie, which Exceed is excited for because he's like, oh, you make good chicken pot pie. I never really refer to it as chicken pot pie. I just call it chicken pie or like mollification time. Yes. You guys know me. I can't make someone else's recipe without putting my spin on it. I can't even make my own recipe without putting my own spin on it. Future Molly, like present Molly, doesn't trust past Molly. And then we're also doing version 3, because I've already tested it twice. We're going to do version 3 of fruit toast. So the first time was the best, but I forgot to put sugar in it. And then Tuesday, I tested it, put sugar in it. Then as I was about to put it into the baking dish, then I realized I didn't put butter in it. So then I kneaded it in the stand mixer, had headphones on, forgot that it was kneading and over kneaded it. Put it in the fridge overnight, just hoping that it would save itself, and baked it and it was okay. So I've got to make it properly today. And concentrate, okay? We need concentration goggles on. But yeah, so those are the 3 things we're going to be making. Special cake, pot pie, and fruit bread. So now you need chat to make sure you don't forget the butter or the sugar. Yes, concentrate us, I know. It's going to be a hard time. Before we go into today's stream, let's go back to last time on, and I'll show you what we did. On Monday, it was our second Necrom stream, so Elder Scrolls Necrom. Very grateful to be able to work with the Bethesda team again. It's always a huge... You don't really realise, like, sometimes they get stressed and things working with brands, and it's the reminder from Exceed or the reminder that, like, this is all we've ever wanted, to be able to work with companies, and that opportunity is something that we still kick ourselves that we're able to do. We're allowed to do, I'm able to do. And I love them. I love theme streams. So working with the Elder Scrolls online team and being able to create recipes, and the community is just so awesome. We received 50 subs, so I need to do the entries into the Fiesta box for that. Thank you to Koala. 5 new people in the form of follows. We did mushroom cupcakes, tomato soup. We made the flaky American biscuits from the website. We made porridge for Exceed, and we gave away some prizes. It was very, very cool. Thank you everyone for being a part of it. Those cupcakes look so magical. They were. They were packed up swiftly and taken to my mum and stepdad's house. They really liked them. So my stepdad was like, just checking, is there a toothpick in these? And I was like, yeah, just take the fondant out. He's like, okay, I just wanted to make sure before I bit into it. I need to try Wagyu at least once in my life. Booty Bandit. Wagyu is nice. There's all different types of varieties of beef. Kobe. We're hoping to go to Kobe, which is an area in Japan, and try beef over there. But I've always wanted to try A5 steak, A5 Wagyu, the high marbled stuff. You have to, if you get the opportunity, try all different types of food you've never tried. One of those things you hear about. What was I doing there? Was I bowing? Weird things that I do on stream. Hold on, wait for it. That was the giveaway. Love my facial expressions. Those biscuits. Look, and that was circular too, not square. Hold on, wait for it. One more photo. What was that? Was that me bowing? And there's I don't know, probably some shenanigans of Exceed. It was nice to have him on stream. Or not on, he did pop in stream, but he was around stream on Monday because there was a public holiday. But today we're going to be making some food. Welcome in, everyone. Nice to have you here. I know that it's a bit weird this last week. Not for the foreseeable future, for the foreseeable month, we're streaming Mondays and Fridays. However, at the end of the month, we need to rejig because we're having a little special guest coming to stay with us all the way from America. And I want to show them Perth, Australia, and they fly in Friday, midday. So we might not be able to stream Friday, so I might stream Thursday and then pick them up, and they have the weekend to get to the Perth time zone. It's a long time from West Coast America. Someone we know, maybe. Yes, the wonderful Jewel of Cal's daughter, Nicole, who you guys know she's in the Discord, Nicole. She's coming to stay. So she's in Australia for 2 weeks, but she's with us for a week. The daughter of Cal, yes. We're very excited. So she'll probably pop up on stream, and we're going to be taking her around to different places. I have no idea where to go, and I'm hoping the weather will be a lot clearer because last week the weather was beautiful. It was clear, it was cool, sunny. This week it's been hailstorms, really wintry. So hopefully in the next 2 weeks it starts to fine up again in the middle of winter, but we'll see. Yeah, so I play it by ear at the end of I think she comes the 24th of June for a week. So yeah, streams, we'll definitely be streaming. I'm just not sure what time because I definitely need to go and pick her up from the airport. Can't just, never been to Australia. Yeah, just get in a taxi and drive for an hour to our house. Not a bit fair. So play it by ear that week. But I thought I'd let you know because it's very exciting now. It's finalised. She got her flights and everything, visas, and it's all planned. And okay, what are we going to get into first? We're going to do a deep dive into Discord. What have you been cooking and eating this week? Have you posted? I'm looking at you. Was it pizza? Was it healthy? Was it summery food?
Delicious.
What? Liz? Thank you. Oh my God, I need to fix that goal. 107 out of 31. Liz, thank you for gifting 5 subs. Damn, arbitrator. 4 other. I don't like. A lot of the time when people gifted subs, they're lurkers, and I don't like to call them out. So, but I do appreciate the 5 subs. Liz, what 5 ingredients would you like to help or hinder me with? 107 out of 31. We almost made it. Almost. This looks like pizza with beetroot dip. Leftover roast beetroots and made it into a dip. What are the crackers? Margot? Cheese and oregano? Looks good, and with extra cheese on the side. Oh, lactose. Beetroot dip. I actually really like beetroot dip. Pita bread with garlic and cheese. Nice. Monday, we're going all the way back to Monday. I made the butter chicken from First Things First. It's huge, like very, very popular in our house. So I had also, I don't like taking photos of Rome because it looks like he's blind, but he has blue eyes. He was my assistant. He wouldn't leave my side because I was cooking chicken. But this is Romeo. He does look blind. I don't know why. The vet has said he's not blind. It's just the color of his eyes. It's very strange. Nice ingredients. The dog. Honey, some tomatoes and chicken. Wonton egg roll wrappers. Yes, maple syrup. I need to get more. The Costco trip. Curry powder. Yes, sun-dried tomatoes. If you use these, hollandaise, if that's allowed. That's allowed. Yeah, that's allowed. Cool. Okay, give me 2 seconds and I will put them up. This is First Things First butter chicken with leftover biscuits from Monday's stream with rice. The way we eat it in our house is we have fluffy rice baby cooked in the pressure cooker. I usually use Greek yogurt, but we didn't have any. We have to use sour cream. Hey Google, add Greek yogurt to my shopping list in case I didn't add it. Mango chutney. Sweetness.
Sure, I added Greek yogurt.
The sweetness of the mango chutney pairs really well with the spicy curry, and then just add some vibrance. It's very, very good. It's really recommended. Hey Google, add mango chutney to my shopping list too. Nachos for Kate? No.
All right, I added mango chutney.
Look at that. I love the layers. Salsa, guac, sour cream, good amount of sour cream. It's one of those things, nachos I like the idea of, but I don't actually like nachos in reality. Does anyone know why? Like I love the idea of nachos, but I personally prefer like a chip and dip style with all those toppings like in a bowl and then put the chips, dipping them in. I just can't do nachos, loaded nachos or loaded chips. Hells Bells, welcome back. You had a good week this week? I hope it's been great. My Google responds to you more of that. Do you know how many people say that? That my Google, when I talk to Google, yours responds better than mine does. Jarvis sucks. Chimp, I love this. Made the chicken sheng bao, the pan-fried buns from the website. They were yummy. I used lamb instead of chicken, which is great. I think I should have raised the dough a bit more, but they were still very happy with them and making them again. Look at that! They're amazing. Great work. Very impressed. They chose to steam them instead of pan-fried them because they like the texture. But we made them yesterday, actually. I took some new photos because I didn't like the old ones. I need to upload them. It's been a good week. Fabulous. Because the bottom chips never get any cheese. Yeah, and it's because it's mainly soggy, like what Margot said, yeah. You should try upside down nachos. They don't get soggy. What is upside down nachos? Can you post me a picture? I just don't like that the chips at the bottom don't get any flavor, but then everything goes soggy. I just like crunchy chips that are just easy to pick up. Like, and then nachos, the cheese sticks the nacho, like the chips together, so you got to awkwardly pull them apart, and then when you pull them the cheese gets stuck and then you just got a naked chip. Like it's just too messy. Who redeemed the chicken pot pie? That was Liz. Terns cabbage bake, green cabbage, red potatoes, bacon sprinkled with some special spices from the Bite Back. So we were lucky enough to receive some Bite Back Red Fall spice rubs, and I was like, it's a small little thing, but to thank the mods for all that they do. We sent them to wherever they were around the world, and so Taryn's been the first one to use it. Look at this. So cabbage, potatoes, bacon sprinkled with the Bite Back rub. Ooh, a little bit of liquid smoke as well. Nice. Thank you, Taryn. Well, how did it go? Were you happy with it? We received a review from Chimp on the website for the Shengjing Bao. These were very easy to make. I used my benchtop mixer and used my bamboo steamer to steam them. The dough was also nice and soft. Been looking for a good recipe for a long time. This one worked very well. First try, I recommend giving these a try. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Wait, it was seasoning? I just got a bunch of salt. Cad got a bag of salt as well. I'm pretty sure that probably some left the bag through shipping. I don't know how much you received, but I didn't have any glitter, so I had to send salt to Cad. Flaky salt. I'm pretty sure that I was very embarrassed and I was very nervous taking it to the post office because every time you moved it, it shook, like it sounded like something was in the bag and it was really loud, and I was really hoping that they weren't gonna be like, excuse me ma'am, what's in the bag? And salt. Ali San said she was gonna make the chicken and corn soup from the website, and she did. Look at this. She said, yum, thanks Molly, it's delicious. Look at that. Yes, great work, Al. Yum, yum, yum. Neato burrito up in this bichito. Sometimes when you're ND, I think that means neurodivergent, and it's been a very people-heavy day. All you want for dinner is Spaghesaurus and cheese on toast, and that's okay. With disposable bowls so you don't have to do dishes. I like that. I didn't even know Australia had Spaghesaurus. Interesting. I'm interested in what this beverage is too. Seems I didn't take pictures of the upside down nachos, but it was like a chili con carne at the bottom and then topped with corn chips and cheese. Oh. Interesting. What's Spaghesaurus? Yeah, it's like dinosaur SpaghettiOs. Yep. I grew up on Spaghesaurus. I don't even know what brand do that. Like, I like it though. I'd probably eat it. Is there toast underneath there? Where's the toast? You can just see it there. I wonder if canned spag is nice. It is. There is a place. It is very sweet. That's the thing that I don't like too much about canned spaghetti. But on toast with some grated cheese, it's nice. Hey Google, add canned spaghetti and bread to my shopping list. We'll make some on Monday.
Sure, I added those two things.
Remember. Potato gems, fairy floss, and Spaghesaurus. Yeah. And fairy bread. Well, you guys don't have fairy bread. They're just alternate names, yeah. Spaghesaurus. We have tin spaghetti, but it doesn't have like a fancy name. The Spaghesaurus, I hadn't even heard of. Yeah, it is sweet. It kind of hits the nostalgia though. Yeah, like fresh, just like a slice of bread. Like you got to toast with nice butter and then put the spaghetti on top. Or you do a toasted sandwich, a jaffle. We've got to introduce the Americans and the non-Australians to the jaffle. I don't know how many of you guys know about the spaghetti jaffle. SPC is a local product, yeah. That was kind of the brand that we grew up on at SPC. Jaffle, never heard of this. Okay. Can someone remind me on Monday to do a jaffle? It's like molten spaghetti sauce inside like two pieces of bread. That's like it's like kind of like, is it a Lunchable where it's like pressed bread and then in the filling is the ham and cheese? Is that like a Lunchable? Is that what it's called? Or that crustless thing I've seen. It's like crustless bread and it's been like punched into a circle. Uncrustable, yeah. So it's kind of like an Uncrustable, but it's got a filling of like tin spaghetti. And then you bite into it, that tin spaghetti like explodes and it burns your mouth. But that's what is like nostalgia for us as kids. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Interesting. Weird Australians. So like a hot, but hot pocket but bread. Yeah. We'll have to make one. I did some shopping for my brother and sister-in-law because my mum goes to Colombia. I'm so jealous. Does anyone want to pay for my flights to America? To Britain, well, not America, South America. I really want to go and visit so bad. But I did my best sisterly duty and I went and bought them food that they were wanting and some things that I thought they would like. So my sister-in-law, she wanted salt and vinegar chips. My brother wanted Vegemite, and so I got them TV snacks, which they love, kind of like malt sticks covered in chocolate. Hey, Jackrabbit, welcome in. The Nutella biscuits, my brother loves Nutella and he hasn't tried them. They don't have them in Colombia, the biscuits. Shapes, of course, Tim Tams. Then I got Fountain brand satay sauce, which is his favorite. And then custard powder. So custard powder is basically like a cornstarch pudding mix that you mix with water and then heat. And the brand Nurses, you only can get it here in Western Australia. And we grew up with our grandma making that for us. So just some few little things that I bought them so that my mum can take over. Tim Tams are good. This is the best. The original Tim Tams are the only good ones. How many of you have never seen a Tim Tam? Or know what's inside a Tim Tam? Cupcakes for a daycare. They are celebrating one of the educators' 21st birthday. Oh, cute. Grumpy said this is her first time using a piping bag. Look at this. Very good. Great work. I'm very proud of you. Hey, Tamara. Doing good? Fabulous. What flavour of cupcakes were there? Vanilla? I don't know, but with the strawberry frosting. Looks good. Inside of a Tim Tam is a channel of air in which to drink coffee. That is called a Tim Tam Slam. I'll do one. I think I have Tim Tams, unless Exceed's eaten them. I think I've got some Tim Tams in the pantry. Holla! I'm going to make a coffee as well because I've not had one today. Tim Tams are the best. I used to be able to get them in the stores here, but they quit carrying them at the beginning of the pandemic. Which store? Walmart stocked them. Worldmart, is that what it's called, Cad? Worldmart? World Store? World something? They used to have them. That's where Cad used to get his supply of Bundaberg ginger beer. World Market. There we go. Cost plus World Market. Yeah. Tonight's dinner, baked tilapia topped with scallion, chili cruda, roasted asparagus and steamed butter carrots. I got some good news this morning. I'm positive mood. Do you want to tell me your good news after this? After all things food? I'm nearly done. Crunch Stars, this looks good. BCK Crunch, aka Crunch Stars. Look at that. Yeah. I've never had tilapia. Maybe it's got a different name in WA or Australia. The humongous salad with steak tips, tahini dressing, croutons, and a homemade pain de champagne. Pain de champagne. So it's champagne bread. I like it. Teach me about this pain de champagne. I found them at Kroger. I don't think we have World Market here. Okay. Americans need us to send them the varieties of Tim Tam flavour that aren't exclusive. No, they don't. The other Tim Tams are shit. Trust me. The best one is original, and that's all the non-Australians need to know is the original. Honestly, I don't think other than the coffee one, there was a coffee one. I don't think they're as good. I love Tim Tams, but the original or double coat. I need to try double coat again, but I think that I'm an OG girl. Bakery made some enchiladas. Tilapia is an introduced pest Into the ocean? No. Dark raspberry salted caramel and any of the dark ones. Dark ones are good. I don't know if I've had dark before. Rips are saying double ones were good the other day to someone. Okay, the double dip. Hey Google, add Tim Tam double to my shopping list. Double coat, that's it. This was yummy.
Sure, I added Tim Tam
These
double.
were frozen Singapore noodles. Fresh, but then I froze them. With some Chinese stir-fry vegetables, frozen mix. Beef, mince, ground beef, with a mixture of soy, sesame, Shaoxing Chinese cooking wine, chili oil, and a bit of corn flour, and a bit of salt, I think. And it was good. I liked it. Yum. Simple but delish. Nito Burrito didn't make something simple, but this looks delish. For some reason, I think dinosaurs, it tastes better. Marley Spoon spicy blackened fish po' boy sandwich with pickled cucumber, sweet veggies. Wow. Sometimes I think, oh, that's so fancy. I wish I could make food like that. Look at that. Nice. Thank you for sharing, Nito. Looks good. Blackened fish with pickled cucumber, sweet potato fries. Miso glazed eggplant from Recipe Tin Eats cookbook with some honey soy chicken and rice. Dang! How did you like it? This looks great. Why was it black though? Slightly overdid it with the grilling? Is that because it looks fantastic with rice and enough. Is this song from a musical? It is. It's from Hamilton. Hamilton. It was amazing. Glazed eggplant is one of my favorite dishes. I really think that I want to make like eggplant dishes more. Hey Google, add miso eggplant to my shopping list. Oh, Terry, you need
Got
to.
it. I added miso eggplant.
Japan. Is that a Japanese? You went to an izakaya in Japan? Margot, is that what you're talking about? There was sugar in the glaze. Did it burn a little? Add flavour. I'm good, but thanks. You don't like Hamilton? So Pizza Hut is now offering pickled pizza, buttermilk bakes, which I don't get. Tomato instead of tomato sauce, breaded chicken, Nashville hot seasoning, pickles, ranch. Nasu denga what? Huh? I don't know about this. Buttermilk ranch as the base. I don't know. I don't know if I could. I feel like it would hurt my insides with all that acid, like the pickles. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, I'll eat. Like I feel like I want to eat a pickle, and I'll eat one, and I'm like, ooh, I really like pickles. I'll eat another one, and then you get like a really crook tummy, like a really sore tummy. Crook, an Australian colloquialism. If you feel crook, means you feel sick. Like it means like if you've got a crook belly or like a crook knee or something, it means like it's sick, bad, or yeah, like injured, crook. We're going to be making this next Friday, this time next week. Sukumen ramen. It's like dipping ramen. Spell like crook, yes. Yep. You feel a bit crook. Oh, he's a bit crook today.
Delicious.
Hey, Jeebus. Welcome in. Thank you for the resub.
Double jagged, no flu or roni for me.
Yes, great job. Double jabbed, does that mean? Jagged. Thanks for coming in. What would you like your ingredient to be? So we're going to make dipping ramen on, we're going to probably use the pressure cooker on Friday. Heaps of steps, but I think it'll be fun. Sam had food day. Nice. So is this a regular occurrence, Sam? Is this something that happens like often? Once a month or something? Is that Indonesian, Malaysian like peanut cake or peanut? I don't know what it's called. Peanut. Not often, but spontaneous. Okay. Looks good. I did a little bit of a glow up for the brownies. Took some new photos. The Sheng Jing Bao will also get some new photos as well. I need to upload. But check out my new photos. Check out the fudge brownies on the website. I think they look pretty nice. Nito Burrito Spicy Smoked Salmon Hand Rolls with miso soup and cheeky vodka. Ooh, I like this. Great job. Looks yum. Thanks for sharing. Hell Pizza was an option, which is ham, honey mustard, smoked cheese, and pickled gherkins. It's real good. Hell Pizza. Oh, Hell Pizza have an option. So Hell Pizza's the brand, right? Sheng Jing Bao, these are the new photos. They just haven't been uploaded yet. And there's a cheeky little video. Look at them. They're so good. Look at that. Pretty good if I do say so myself. Very easy to make. Simple ingredients you probably already have in your pantry. And then as I was cleaning the kitchen, because the kitchen's been a pigsty, I warmed up some cider, apple cider, and then I used, because I've been recipe testing some fruit bread, I stewed the fruit, the dried fruit raisins, in like a mixture of brown sugar, red wine, spices like cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, ginger. And so I used some of that syrup in the cider, and it was pretty good. Pretty good. But the problem I don't have a cider glass or something that I can drink other than a mug, and I didn't think that was pretty cool. I wanted something glass. So I was drinking out of here, but the problem is I couldn't sip because it was too hot, or the fumes were too much in my nose. So I had to wait for it to cool down, basically. So it wasn't really warm. I have to rethink that for next time. But yeah, there's my messy house in the background. My big Monstera is huge now. What else we got? Monty steak sandwich and wedgies. Ooh, looks good, Mont. Look at that. Multigrain bread, I like it. See, I've got hiccups. Multigrain bread doesn't get enough love. Multigrain bread, or like, I don't know if North Americans, do you call it multigrain? Seeded bread doesn't get enough love. McMargot, cauliflower cheese and pepper steak. Hello. That is a lot of different veggies. I like it. Onions, sweet potato. I'm always hungry after this segment. I am too. Look at this. Yes. I love multigrain. Oh, my little ear gets a bit itchy. Bring back snacks. Cauliflower, onion, and carrot. Oh, that's a carrot? From here, the way that it's cut, it looks like rounds of sweet potato. Made your peanut butter satay noodles last night, by the way. It was nice. Thank you. I'm very happy to hear. Did you make them with udon or what type of noodle? Thank you, Margaret, for sharing. Kate, salad packet carbonara mix and trying out our new plate on the barbecue with some honey soy kebabs, marinated buttered chicken thigh fillets. Damn. So you got a new grill. Hey, Ozzy, hope you're doing well. Do you use something on your Google Nest Hub? Any list? I don't have a Google Nest Hub. I'd like one. I just have here plugged into the stream, so it's been hacked. My father-in-law did some soldering and did some whatever. So the really annoying thing is that they don't have an input and an output, the Google Nests. So we've got like a Google Mini, it's old school. AnyList is a shopping list. No, I just use Google Lists, shopping lists. So yeah, we've hacked it so that you guys can hear Jarvis, like me talk to Google, but I only can hear him with my earpiece in. And then we've got 2 other Google Homes around the kitchen that I can talk to for music and things. So we call it the Stream Google. I know that's way too much information that anyone asked for, but I just thought I'd let you know. Kate, looks good. Hope it was delish. Hope the new barbecue attachment was good. Taryn made pork chops with bite back spice rub, some potatoes, multi-coloured potatoes, spinach, butter and garlic. Oh, yeah. That looks good. Thank you for sharing. This is what we're making today. Last but not least, where it's kind of like a cheesecake, but I can't show you, it's unavailable. You can check in Discord. It's the redemption from Dex. Okay. I want that spinach. The spinach looked really good, didn't it? All right, let's make a coffee. Gotta wash my hands and then should be enough milk. We're gonna make a coffee and then do a Tim Tam Slam if I have one. That sort of pizza oven you're gonna get. I'm thinking we're gonna get an Uni. An Uni Volt, the new one that's indoors, or a Breville Pizziolo. Something that we can use indoor. I love an outdoor one, but with the setup, like I want it to be usable with you guys. So I'm a little bit unsure, but we can decide when we get it as a community. I like the idea of the Karoo. That's like my dream to get it. Well, my dream is to get a Gosney dome. That would be amazing. I would love Gosney, prefer the Gosney, but the Karoo, Uni Karoo for an outdoor one, a bit more portable. If not in indoor, the Volt. The Gosney stuff looks incredible, eh? Yeah. It would be really cool to be able to work with them. We were going to work with Uni, but that's a whole different. The Australian team are, they gave us the runaround for a year and a half because of COVID and everything. I don't see what the big deal is about them. This might tree. Oh, Tim Tams. You don't like Tim Tams? Okay, I thought you were talking about pizza ovens. And I was like, I'm pressing the wrong buttons, guys. It's like I've never streamed before. Let's go here. Desperate for attention, I aim to be your eyes. Talking girls, tripping wine. Feel so good. Aim to be. All right, this is our snack. This is our chocolate drawer. Everyone thinks it's weird that we have a chocolate drawer, but basically it's for chocolate chips. He is wonderful. He's left me one. We always have this rule that we like, if something happens, we always leave one for the other person. There's Oreos there, and there's one Tim Tam. So this is chocolate chips, like candy stuff for streaming. My mum bought me a brownie. I'll explain this to you in a minute. I've got blocks of Lindt chocolate. When they go on sale, I stock up. Because they're usually like $4, $5, but sometimes they go on sale for $2, $2.50, so I stack up. Okay, I want to ask you a question. Do your parents... I don't know if this is my mum. My mum is very supportive of what we do, but she's very entrepreneurial, and she's always looking for business ideas and things that things that we can do all the time. And so she was in Melbourne in the Yarra Valley Chocolate Company. She saw this and she bought it for me because even though that I could make something better, she said that this is what we should do, Molly. This is what you should do. This is what you should start. Like start a business creating kits like this. And so like this is a brownie, triple chocolate brownie at home. It basically comes in like a kit with a tin that you can bake in. You just need a bowl to mix everything together. So you've got the mix, You need eggs and butter. You whisk that together, then you mix the chocolate chips through, and then you bake it all in the tin. Very clever. That's peak mum right there. And I appreciate it. I love her, but it's sometimes she's always like, you should do this course, you should do this, you should do this. I'm like, well, I'm doing what I'm doing now. And she always just wants better. She's always mumming us, but it makes me laugh. So now I have this, which I just made brownies yesterday. So I have this brownie kit. But if you guys are in Melbourne, which skip Sydney, go to Melbourne, the Yarra Valley Chocolate Company, they import the chocolate, the Calabar chocolate that I buy, and then they make their own chocolate. They have really delicious bullets, chocolate covered licorice. And I'm not a licorice person, but they are insane. I would give anything to get more of them. They're just like chunks of regular brown licorice covered in milk chocolate. Exceed and I were just a fiend for them. So I've got to find out, I don't know where I can get more of them. Probably get them probably from their website or something. So yeah, that's my mum for you. I don't know what to do. I don't know. We got games night, so I think I might make them and take them over to her house. I don't know what I do with the kit. Because I always have sweet stuff around, so I never need anything like this. Because I'm usually making stuff on stream from scratch. But maybe in a few weeks we make this together. It's pretty cool. And I no doubt that it will be tasty. Like a fancy box cake. And then this is our other snack drawer. So this has got stuff like packet food, which we don't usually buy too much of because I usually make stuff, which is, he opened the cookies? Which is the good and annoying thing is that when you want just a snack, it's really annoying because you have to like cook something when you don't really want to, but that's also kind of the benefit because then you don't eat crap. But there's like taco kits, always have tortillas in here, ramen, just plain noodles, not with any seasoning. I'm that person. Wheat Bix, Fiber 90 bars, I take them when I go to the gym. All right. I moved the tamp thing. So messy. Who wouldn't open cookies? Re-gift it? Yeah. But I hate people that, like, I'm all for re-gifting, but you have to like re-gift it to someone that isn't connected to the person that gave it to you. But I'm also a big believer, if you're gifting anything, it has to have thought on it. Don't gift a gift for no reason. Like, we've all been given a gift that someone, you can tell that, like, it was an afterthought gift. I hate those gifts. And I hate giving those gifts. Sometimes I know what happens. We get busy and whatever. But, like, you know when you've been given a re-gifted gift? Have you ever felt that? When you've been given something, you're like, oh, I know this wasn't bought for me, kind of thing. All right. So, Vendible, welcome back. All right. You could just be upfront about being a re-gift. Oh, yeah, I agree with that. When you have cookies at the ready, you can Have them anytime you need them. Working on the weekend, you got cookies. Your utility bill, you got cookies. Molly takes a day off streaming, you got cookies. Yeah, but that means you should make them. Make the cookies, chunk cookie doughs from the website, bowl them up, freeze them, then you got cookies, fresh cookies. Like if I have these are what I bought for your redemption decks that we're going to use today. Exceeds open them. Classic biscuits with a divine malted milk flavour, which I'm all about at the moment. Look how cute they are. Malted milk. It's pretty cute. I've never had these, so I thought that's why I get them, because they looked the most like the ones that you had on in the video. Then I realised it doesn't matter what they look like, they all get crunched up anyway. So let's have a taste of this. Just tastes like coffee, so I should run. It's nice, but I wouldn't say it tastes like malt. Anyway. Okay. This, Ladies, Loves and Legends, is a Tim Tam, okay? So it is a cookie, like that. Hold on. Okay, this is it. So 2 cookies with a cream center covered in chocolate. All right. Malted milk is like the Whopper candies, I think. Yeah. Malted milk or Maltesers. I got a message from Koalified. She's in London at the moment. She keeps seeing Maltesers everywhere and thinks of me. I was like, you have to try them. They're so good. All right. So a Tim Tam Slam. In my honest opinion, it's a waste of a Tim Tam, but I have to show you what it is. Okay, so you bite the 2 different corners, like so diagonal corners. Rotate. So, should look like that. And that's what the inside of the cook. There you go. Can you see? Cream center, cookie. Okay, so Cad encouraging the wasting of cookies. All right, so what you're to do, who do you think I learned it from? All right, so I'll just get rid of the foam. Where's my coffee thing? Oh my God. Where's it gone? I have a duster of chocolate powder and I don't know where it's gone. The only thing that a cappuccino is good for is when you're a kid, you sit next to your mum or dad and you steal their foam. I don't know why she's trying to deny it now. This is Molly's deal originally. Okay. Wait, am I just in time for a slam? You are. I have like 4 flavors of Timmy's just for this. Okay. Can confirm my kid gets all the milk foam, right? Yeah. So this is what you do. I just got to make it higher so that I have the bend right down. Okay. So now what you do is you got to work quickly here because it gets all melty. You got to put it in and sip it like a straw, suck up the coffee, and then slam it in your mouth. It's called a Tim Tam Slam, okay? So now everyone go to Walmart or go to your local store and if you haven't tried this, you got to do it this weekend for me, okay? So cut alternate corners, get your coffee. It's better with coffee, but don't use tea, use hot chocolate if you must. And you suck it through, okay? Ready? I always make me laugh. I can't do this. I've done this a few times on stream, but I always get really nervous and I smile and then I fuck it up. Okay. And it goes really soft inside. So like goes all melty and soft. So you're meant to go suck it through and slam it. Well, I'd like the Tim Tams, the mint ones
You've
with hot
got
chocolate.
mail.
Cool. But it's a fun experience. It's a waste of a Tim Tam, but go do it. You've got how many in here? 10 or 12? 11. Used to be 12, I'm pretty sure. You got to try at least one. It's tasty. Did anyone ever drink soda out of red vine? Is a red vine like a Twizzler? Is it like a straw? I did hear about, do you remember when everyone was going eco-friendly and they were going from plastic to paper straws? There was this, people were trying to make this movement of drinking your drink out of pasta, like dry pasta. Ugh, that's disgusting. There's like not many lines that I won't cross, but that is one of them that I'm well okay to stay behind that line. Nah. And you think of like putting like pasta in your soda. Ugh. God, I hate paper straws with a passion. Oh, they are annoying. Trying to drink a Boost juice these days, it's made me not want to buy a Boost juice or like a drink when they serve paper straws, because you either have to get 2 or multiple straws and put them in, or you got to drink your drink really quickly. They're just very, very sad. They need to make a new alternative. What is a Boost juice? I knew that someone would ask that. A Boost juice is like a Jamba Juice. It's kind of like a drink chain in Australia that do blended drinks. Like fruit drinks, health. It's like health drinks, you know. Is it Java Juice or Jamba Juice? Yeah, I got a frozen drink at Disneyland and had a paper straw. Couldn't even finish a drink because my straw was mush. It's so soul destroying. Absolutely hopeless for bubble tea. Plus, they put them in the paper cups too, which makes the joy of not being able to see the contents. Jamba, okay. Java Juice is coffee, I think. Okay. Yeah, I always think about that, the straw thing, like take your own straw with you or whatever. I'm pretty sure, like, I have a little pack. I don't have one of those collapsible ones, but I had like a little bag to put your straw in, but like to put in my handbag. But like when am I going to be able to fit that big a straw in there? And then the worst thing I get worried about is using it, putting it back into the little bag, put it into my purse, and then forget to wash it, and that's a bit gross. Yeah. Anyway, that's what goes through my head. All right, let's get into some food. So, late nights when I think about you. I think we need to do the fruit bread first, just because it's yeasted dough and we always run out of time for those type of things. Then we'll get into Dex's Redemption. Then we'll get into, while that's cooling, we'll do the pot pie. Cool? Because they're super easy and I'm going to use the pie maker to make them really quick. Cool? So, hot cross buns recipe is getting reworked into fruit loaf. If you were to have fruit loaf, what type of fruit do you like? Do you like raisins, cranberries, dried cherries? What do you prefer? Because I've been making them with dried cherries and cranberries and I loved that. Then I made them yesterday with raisins and they're still good, but I just like the sweetness of the cherries. Strawberries and raspberries, for like dried. Dex? I don't know if I've ever seen a dried strawberry at the store. Or raspberries, to that fact. 9 cinnamon. So like this is the one I made yesterday. It's not bad. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Anything is plausible. Yeah. Okay. So the things you will need are a set of scales. I've seen them, you can buy them, a lot of dried fruit. Okay, I'll have a look. But anyone else, if you had fruit bread or dried fruit in a bread, a muffin, a whatever, what kind of fruit do you like? What kind of dried fruit do you like? Pick a meal. All right, yeast is here. We need plain flour. Never had a fruit bread. I've never been a fan of it, but only when I make it myself I like it. Okay, so we're gonna get plain flour, brown sugar from the back. I'll be 2 seconds. Ugh, ugh. My grandma made cucumber. What? What's a cucumber bread? Was it sweet or sour? Explain to me what a cucumber bread was like. Sounds interesting. Okay, the things you'll need are some water. So we want 300 grams of water here. Warm water, because we're activating our yeast. We're going to use yeast, brown sugar, flour. 5 grams. There we go, about a teaspoon. Then we want brown sugar. We're going to use 100 grams, I think, make it nice and sweet. Raisin bread is yum, toasted them with butter. With Vegemite never heard of raisin bread with Vegemite on it before. Very interesting, Hells Bells. I'm gonna go 120. Just gonna try. Sorry, it's not. Do you want me to add Weedle? I can add some Weedle to the playlist if you want. What's your favourite Weedle songs? Oh, mods. Can you, the people that sub today, do we have the ingredients list? I need to write it all down. I just remember. Okay, so we've got yeast, sugar, and we're going to add in our water, so 300 grams. Go. All right. Sugar, yeast, water. Give it a little swirl, like that. Then we're going to need 465 grams of flour, salt, and our seasonings, our spices. All right. Most our lives living in a gangster's paradise. Okay. So a teaspoon of cinnamon. Peanut butter cookies, nice. Like a carrot cake, but with cucumber. Interesting. See, I would have used zucchini, but that sounds interesting. All right. I think I'm gonna do a teaspoon and a half of cinnamon this time. Half a teaspoon of ginger. Gingebre. There we go. I think I'm gonna go. Just do one of everything. We'll see if it's too much. Cardamom. Allspice. All right, what's everyone's plans for the weekend? Tell me. What do you got planned? Okay. Salt in there. Cardamom, I just did. Allspice, I did. Ginger, I did. Cinnamon, I did. Nutmeg and clove. Ground clove is, we're going to go with a quarter. Hi, Toxie. Welcome in. Welcome back. I saw your amazing setup on Twitter. Looked amazing. How is it? Fabulous. They did such an amazing job. So Toxie won a competition. I'm not sure how it exactly worked, but won a whole setup. So I Am Fall for Grace and Jeff from Fit for Purpose, they both came over to Perth and set up this incredible setup. And it's just amazing. Full desk and PC and like lights and everything. Nutmeg. Yeah, I can imagine it feels surreal, but great work. It was a good day to be indoors, wasn't it? Was it, what day was it? Monday, Tuesday? Tuesday. It was like the rainiest day. Hope you guys weren't too chilly. Fabulous. Okay, so they're all our spices. I'm just gonna make an update to this. Yeah, I think that's okay. So we've got all our seasonings, sugar, which we did 120 grams. There, cool. I think that's it. All right. Hey Kurt, welcome in. If you're just joining us, welcome in. So we've been streaming for 1 hour and 14 minutes. We have done all things food last time on, talked about all the happenings. We did a Tim Tam Slam, introduced the North Americans to a Tim Tam inside of a Tim Tam, show them how to do a Tim Tam Slam. Now we're getting into do homemade raisin bread or fruit bread. And then we're going to do Decks of Redemption, which is this special cake, and then Liz's pot pie. That's your 30-second recap. Have you had a chance to meet these two wonderful people IRL yet? Liz, who are we talking about? Are you talking about Grace and Jeff? The hail, yeah. We didn't get much down here because we're more south than you. I'm not sure where you are, but we're a lot more south. And it was cold though, very cold day. I said to Exceed that the weather, like I get it, like the doomy and gloomy, when everything's all dark and everything, it just makes you feel crappy. And I'm okay with the cold. I just don't like dark weather, and I like bright lights, and I don't know, just felt crappy. It was bloody freezing, yeah. All right, I'm just trying to figure out. I don't think this is cold. The yeast is a little bit slow this morning. Turn my heater on. All right. It's very strange. Like, it's not very active this morning, and it's instant yeast. But I don't know if it's because I oh, there we go. The brown sugar alone, I've never really mixed it with. But yeah, it's pretty. Got a bit of bubbles. Can you see? This bit. Are you alive? There we go. It's getting there. I think he's alive. But I think it's just the bowl's cold. Because you get the warm water and then you put it in a cold bowl, a large cold bowl, it cools down really quickly. So I always aim to get a bit hotter water and then it cools down. But you don't want to get too hot because in case you kill the yeast. So it's one of those things. As long as there's some activation, I think we're fine. Toxie, what games have you been playing with your new setup? What's your favourite part of it? Okay, 465 grams. Straight into there. Just banged my hand. Here we go. I haven't even had a chance to play games yet. I've been changing the colours of the lights too much. I love that. You've just been sitting in there trying to like get to learn everything. Because it's like when you get one new piece of tech, you get really excited and you learn about that. But you've got a whole room. Like a whole lot of stuff to get your head around and learn. The chair and the lights are the best, but everything else is just insane. Amazing. I'm so happy for you. Okay. They say green grass. All right, and we got our spices here, so we're gonna add them as well. And I just use a chopstick. This is regular plain flour, not bread flour. Just everything that you have in your house already, hopefully. Spices maybe you need to buy. Look at this. All right, so it'll be a bit scraggy at the start. We're gonna mix it together and let it sit for 10 minutes before we continue. My nana would also use a knife or chopstick. I really am big on the amount of I don't really know how to explain it, but with a chopstick, see, like you get to know the texture of it, but then it wipes itself clean. Like you mix and you can scrape the sides. Whereas if I use a spoon, sorry, I've got the hiccups. If I use a spoon, for instance, it's really hard to spread yourself, your your spoon through the dough. And when you do, it's a bit different now because I've cleaned it, but then like it's a little bit hard to wipe the spoon clean, especially in the concave part, like that. Like it's a lot more work. And I just like the feeling of when you mix, the chopstick goes through and you can feel the texture more. And then you just scrape the sides like that. Like that. And then it's basically like wipe clean. I don't know. I just really love it, a chopstick. Even more than a knife. I don't know. I just like it does a really good job of stirring. You don't think it would because it doesn't have a lot of surface area to pull through, but it then creates the dough to come together a lot better. I don't know. I can't explain it, but I just intrinsically love it. Okay, so you can see that not a lot of, like nothing to it. So it's like, I'm gonna use my hands now. Hey, Rainbow. I'm gonna wet my hand, so I want a nice wet hand, like this. So it's wet, and I'll be able to pick it up, but you'll see that it's kind of, there's nothing to it when I try and, I can't really stretch it and it rips straight away, okay? Remember that, put that in your brain, the ripping. Like I can't pick it up because it just rips, right? Keep that in your mind. Hey Google, set timer for 15 minutes. No.
All right, 15 minutes.
Hey Google,
Starting
cancel alarm
now.
and set timer for 10 minutes.
If you just asked to cancel an alarm, there are none set at the moment.
Hey Google, cancel
Second
timer.
for 10. No problem. Consider the timer canceled.
Hey Google, do I have any alarms or timers?
Yes, you have a 15-minute timer.
Hey Google, cancel my 15-minute timer and set timer for 10 minutes.
Okay, cancel. All right, for how long?
10 minutes.
Sure, 10 minutes.
Anyway,
Starting now.
covering that, set it aside. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make our filling mix-ins. We're going to do raisins, because raisin bread, but you can do anything. Seriously, whatever, like dried fruit you like. I really like cherries and the cranberries because they open up, they're really like sweet and they're like a bigger surface area. I don't know, I just really like them. These are raisins. My phone is over here. Setting, running. He wants me to. My God. Okay. Alexander Hamilton. Okay, so my phone just set a timer as well. Okay, so get yourself a saucepan and you want 135 grams. It's about a cup. Let me. There we go. Nothing happened. You saw nothing. All right. Yeah, so a cup of raisins. Like that. Okay, here you can choose your poison. Not necessarily poison, but choose your flavoring. I like to go with the raisin bread. I like to do red wine because I think like raisins are grapes and they add some beautiful flavor. Like steeping in them red wine just adds a bit of extra flavor. You could do white, You could do water if you want. You could do cognac, whatever you like. Bourbon is what we do with the hot cross buns. That's quite nice. I don't have any more red wine because I used it all. But yeah, the options there are, I might use Southern Comfort because this is leftover from my dad's wedding. Oh, New Orleans. Okay. But anything you really like, wine, juice, apple juice would be the best non-alcoholic alternative. Bourbon is really lovely. So we want to do a quarter of a cup of red wine or bourbon or whatever you like that. Orange juice, you can definitely do orange juice, but apple juice, if you've whatever you got in the house. Okay, like that, and 83 mils. How much is that? I think that's a third of a cup. So a quarter of a cup of bourbon, juice, wine, whatever, and then a third of a cup of water. Okay, and a quarter of a cup of brown sugar. Fabulous. And then we just put that on the stove and we just let it simmer until we plump up those babies. Again, we want to plump the raisins, the dried fruit. We want to bring it back to life, like we're, what are we? Not exorcist. What's the thing when you bring something back to life? Come on, guys. What do we do? I'm just gonna plug my camera in. If I was a charger, where would I be? Big charger, where are you? Okay. Camera charger. There you are. Kids with the pumped up kicks, you better. So we're bringing it back to life. And I want to know what that's called. The word escapes me. And I can't see chat. So I'm just going to sit here in my... Man. One moment. Just hackling. Hackling? That's not even a word. You can just hear my annoying noises. There we go. Plug that in. Nice. One day I'll get a second camera that's as good as this you guys can see on stream. Or we get to bring the GoPro back. Mm-hmm. Now, what did you say? Re-exercise? Resurrecting! Kate! That's it. Resurrecting. Resuscitating. Yeah, we're kind of resuscitating, but we're resurrecting the dried fruit. We're bringing it back to life. Reanimate? Re-up level? No. Resurrecting. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that black deliciousness. You're welcome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Hey Google, how long on my timer? It's really hard to get good help around here.
You've got 2 minutes and 31 seconds remaining.
There we go, thank you. All right, so while we do wait for that, we'll start with Dex's special cake. So, Dex's special cake asks for, and I halved the recipe, Dex, I hope that's okay, because we only need a small amount. 140 grams of biscuits, aka cookies. These are malted milk cookies. Butter, 60 grams, we're gonna melt that. Then we need strawberries, peaches, I'm gonna use raspberries and apricots. Cream cheese, cream milk, sugar. It says agar-agar. I don't think I have agar-agar. I've only got gelatin. Well, if you don't have the recipe, you can't make it. I do have the recipe. Huh? Did I say misspeak? What? What did I say? Do-do-do-ba-do-ba-do. Oh. Milk. Okay. This. I'm just getting a grape while I get my hand in the grape container. Half the recipe, half the recipe. I'm making half the recipe. Seedless red grapes are the OG, are like the GOAT. Prove me wrong. Seriously, these are the best. Stop. I didn't freeze them. I don't think that far in advance anymore. I used to freeze grapes, and Romeo and I used to sit and eat them on the couch. And then I told Chat one day, it used to be our favourite pastime. Romeo and I used to love eating, in summer, eating frozen grapes. And then I found out they're poisonous to dogs. And I can't have frozen grapes if he can't have frozen grapes. So now neither of us has frozen grapes. All Chat's fault. Okay, do you remember? Does everyone remember what the dough looked like before? Remember, I pulled it and it ripped? Do you remember? Do you remember? So now wet your hand. Okay, you can't see do you see the water flickering? There we go, water, wet hand. All right, grab it. Look at that. Transformed. So these are called stretch and folds. You can let it wait for longer, but we did a 10-minute autolyse, which is basically the proteins unwinding, the glutathione and gliadine, unwinding, joining, forming, lining up, coming together to create gluten. And you see that the dough just becomes so much nicer. So, like that, sit it aside, leave it for another. This is instead of using a mixer, like a stand mixer, we're just gonna do stretch and folds. I remember you showed us the window in the dough, yeah. Like, see, I would tell you a play school joke right now, but Americans wouldn't get it. If you weren't in Australia, you wouldn't understand the window joke at play school. So it's a kids show thing. They have windows and you choose a window and you go through it. Now I have to explain it so it's not funny. All right, getting there. Toxie, what was your favourite window? All right. Nice, sweet. Letting them plump up. Ooh, nice. Okay. Hey Google, is there a substitute for agar-agar? Can
On the
I
website
use gelatin?
spatuladesserts.com, they say, here are several agar-agar substitutes to consider. Tapioca starch, pectin powder, xanthan gum.
Hey Google, can I use gelatin instead of agar-agar? Agar-agar.
On the website bakeitwithlove.com, they say, you can also use gelatin in a 3-to-1 ratio to agar-agar. Like pectin above, simply add the gelatin powder into your recipe and stir to combine. Use
3
xanthan
to
gum
1.
as a 1-to-1 equal substitute for agar-agar in recipes.
3 to 1. Xanthan gum is my favorite Batman villain. Okay, can someone find out for me how much gelatin I need to use? Because it says 5 grams of agar-agar. Probably the circle. Oh my God. My favorite was the hexagon? Because it never got chosen. I was always very sad that my choice never got picked. Okay. We need 140 grams of biscuits. Okay. So these, use graham crackers, whatever you like. Powdered agar is usually the easiest to use, as it can be substituted for gelatin in a 1-to-1 ratio. Oh, it is. Okay. So it is. Thank you, Hells Bells. 140 grams. I'm going to do a little bit extra because I like to eat. Wait. Holding. Another website says this. What are those, cereal? These are cookies. I'm not seeing that. Agar is much more powerful. That's what I thought. 1 teaspoon of agar powder is equivalent to 8 teaspoons of gelatin powder. Jesus. Mixing 1 teaspoon of gelatin powder or tablespoon of agar flakes with 1 cup of liquid will produce a reliable gelling agent. By contrast, you need 8 teaspoons of gelatin. Okay. All right. So, if we've got, here we need 5 grams of agar-agar. So that means we 5 times 8, so 40 grams. I think that's okay. Use this gelatin in a 3-to-1, right? Is it 3-to-1 or is it 8-to-1? We're either going to have like a liquid or a really solid cheesecake. Again, the alternative can be sprinkled in your recipe directly. Xanthan gum. I don't know. I don't really like. I'd rather use gelatin. I don't really like. I'm not very confident with xanthan gum.
Delicious.
No matter your recipe. Oh my God. Dashley girl, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Pull up a chair, everybody. We're just discussing the use of agar-agar versus gelatin for this recipe. Welcome in. My name is Molly. We're a cooking stream. Right now we are making two things going on at once. We're making a special cake for Dex, which is basically like a cheesecake, double-decker cheesecake. And then we're also doing fruit bread or raisin bread. Come on in, pull up a chair. A little bit of an introduction to who we are and what we do. Is this? Yo. All right, so I've got junket. I've got gelatin leaves, gelatin powder. I thought I did have, for some reason, I thought I had agar powder, but I've got xanthan gum for sure. If I can find that, xanthan gum. Okay. So, what do you guys think I should use? I don't have my cheesecake recipe. What is a gelatin leaf? They're little leaves. So it says, clearer result where appearance counts. Leaves of white, just trying to find like the amount of liquid. So like we're using 100 mils of cream, 100 mils of milk, and 150 grams of cream cheese. So usually around that much, I would use a teaspoon and a half, I think, of gelatin. I don't even know what that weighs. So let's start there. Like if I was recipe testing, I would probably start with a teaspoon and a half of gelatin. So let's work out that. Okay, so a teaspoon and a half is 6.6 grams. One website said to start low and add more if needed. The problem is that you don't really know with gelatin until it is set. So do I use xanthan gum? I don't really know the texture and consistency of xanthan gum. I only know that it thickens. I've never made, like, does xanthan gum set like solid? So nervous. Just thinking cheesecake. The cheesecake recipe here. This is no bake cheesecake. Okay. So my no bake cheesecake recipe here. Oh, these are baked. Damn it. We're gonna have to try something. You could test a small amount on a cold plate like jam. True. True, Monty. True. Let's try that. So let's crunch these up first. Do it so low. One moment, just doing some dishes. Damn it. Oh, did I wash it already? There it is. I washed it already. Okay. Nope, hold on. There it is. Okay, I'm back. So cookies are going in here, like that. And then, oh crap. I think Google needs to get their facts right. Yeah. This goes in there. Cookies go in here. Like this. Just dry that off a little bit. Like that. And we go here. Whoa. Maybe we need to create an official guideline for using agar. Become the authority. Because that's the thing with new SEO guidelines, is they want you to be, like, websites and blogs and things, to be an authority on a specific topic. Maybe that can be my topic. Our recipe, we don't really have a theme for our vlog because I make everything, like a little bit of baking, main meals. Like I don't have a theme for a different cuisine and things like that. So maybe I'm getting, that's like what I'm losing. I need to be an authority for agar versus gelatin. All right, so just crumpling these together. Bang, look at that. You want to shake. Like I always say when you're doing like, I always say this, I've said it like 4 times. When you're doing something like crumbling it up, give it a shake because all the big stuff goes to the top and you'll see if you need to keep going. Same with like making my recipe for American biscuits, like the big chunks of butter and making pastry. All right, I think that's good now. Give it a shake. Nice and evenly distributed, nice and broken. Okay. Well, the 1-to-1 ratio was from WikiHow, which is obviously wrong. It's really hard to know who to trust, right? Okay, so there we need 60 mils of butter. 60 grams or 60 mils? 60 grams, okay, and we need to melt this. Anytime you're using scales, make sure that there's nothing underneath it, nothing around it, like give it a little, like a berth, wide berth, because you don't want anything to interfere with it. Zero it. It's way too much. Oh, I did a little bit extra, so. Welcome in. All right, melt these bad boy in the microwave, the microondas. All right, I want to know if you guys know another language, you learned a different language at school, what was it? Steve and I were discussing about languages the other day of like he learned Japanese and I did Japanese at one school, but we did Indonesian. What did you learn at school? Was it Italian? Was it French? Was it Spanish? Learned English at school. Bunch. Nice one. Then why don't you speak it now? French. There we go. I know a little bit of Spanish. All right. Crunch that together. Look at that. Fabulous. Okay. All right, first step of mollification to make this recipe better is I'm gonna add a bit of salt to here because I like a little bit salty sweet, and I just don't like recipes with the bases that are like too sweet. It should just be a little bit, you know, a bit of a balance. I did add salted butter as well, so you don't have to add salt, but I do. French and Russian, damn. Latin and Spanish, Kaz, interesting, how's your Latin? I learnt French as French and German. I learnt French as French and German were the only languages offered. I learnt French as French and German were the only ones offered. In a school predominantly of Aussies, Greeks and Italians. Okay, very cool. Because I was thinking, I think I want to learn Spanish. I speak Portuguese. Well, I wouldn't say that I'm fluent anymore, but I want to be able to speak Spanish to talk better with my sister-in-law, my new nephew, and her family. But I always, if I had my time again, I loved my time in Brazil, but I think I would have preferred to go to Europe and I would have preferred to like speak Spanish or French. So I'd like to learn French, I think. I think it's such a beautiful language. but I need to learn English better. My Latin is terrible. It's been over 20 years. Woo! Hey, beast. Not until high school because schools didn't believe in teaching foreign languages until after the prime best years to learn new languages as kids. Okay. So what did you do, Rain? What did you learn in high school? I didn't bring snacks, but I did bring Spanish rice. Nice. Okay, that's your base. And we need to divide this in half of the top, half of the bottom. You need to ABT first. Always be tasting. Pretty good. Malty, I can taste the malt more now. Okay. The problem that I didn't think about with halving the recipe is like, what vessel am I gonna put this in? And I think I'm gonna choose a round. It's too big. You saw my Instagram post. I have a lot of tins, but never the size that I want. So I'm gonna use a 5-inch cake tin. Okay. I've been watching so many Korean shows. I'm thinking of learning it. How hard would Korean be? I feel like it's one of those languages where it's not only learning how to speak and speak it, but also be able to read it is a lot harder as well. You know, because they've got what is the terminology for the letters, the Korean writing? Okay. So, little trick here is you want to line the bottom, but also the sides, and also make it easier because there's no drop bottom or I always call it lever arch. Spring form with this pan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little pull tab to pull it out. Okay, or you can flip it upside down. Either way is good. So here I'm just going to fold it in half. Like that. Get some scissori. I hope it's different now, but we had to wait until high school in order to take foreign languages. But it's easier to learn as grade or middle school students. Yeah, because you're more, what's the word? Neuroplasticity. Greater neuroplasticity, is that the word? Okay, just gonna create a circle, roughly you know. Like that, cool. Spray the sides. Now, what I also do is grab this, and you want to create like a strip that's nearly as wide as the whole dish. Oop. That goes in first, like that. Goes in there. Doesn't have to be fancy. This one goes in second, like that. And then so you've got kind of something to hold on to. You've got like a pull tab when we make it. Okay? Doesn't have to be fancy. Molly, what type of pizza oven are you looking for? An uni pizza oven? An uni? A Gosney? I don't know. I'd like an uni Karoo or a Volt or a Breville Pizziolo. I'm torn to have one outside because then we won't use it as much, but it will be cooler and bigger. Or we have an inside one, it'll be smaller, but we'll use it more often. I'm really torn. So, Someone needs to just tell me. Okay, base, half of this in here. Like that. Rasputin, a machine. Think that we are real. It's a good song. I really like this song. Okay, so compress, 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 compress. I might have put too many. So we steal to the rich and give to the poor. We Robin Hood it, okay? So even it out, make sure it's nice and flat. And if there's a bit too much, oh, don't tip it all out. Go girl. Nice Dex. Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. All right, it's good. Pressed in there. Push that, set it aside. Now. Okay, now this is the nerve-wracking part, ladies, lads, and legends. No one takes offense to that, do they? You want to be a lady, a lass, lad, or a legend? It's fun to say. I think it's pretty inclusive. Saucepan. So the things you will need are. So we're going to do the milk, 100 mils of milk. Where's my measuring jug? We need 100 mils, which is just under half a cup. It does say mils, doesn't it? Yep. 6.7 fluid ounces. Okay. We're going to add our gelatin. I'm so nervous. Always more pizza? Huh? What are we doing? I vote to get the pizza oven. You'll use more because everyone needs more pizza in their lives. Yes. So if you'd like to contribute, subs, resubs, gifted subs, tips, cheers, go in. You get it for every $5, 500 bits, sub, resub, gifted sub, you get an entry into here. And tips and cheers both contribute to this. And then if you contribute to this, you still get an entry. So you get double dipping. You get to double dip. And that's what I think. If we get an indoor one, it's more content. We can do more stuff on stream. Like do pizza streams like once every, 2 weeks or something like that. Okay. I'm going to go 1.5 teaspoons. One. Double dipping. So this is just cold at the moment. Cold milk with gelatin. I'm going to go 2 teaspoons. I'm so scared it's going to be not set enough. And then we're just going to let it bloom and then we're going to heat it up, okay? Let's do some research. We love double dipping. I have no issue with double dipping. Unless you've like slobbered on the first dip. Or the people that double dip and they introduce a different dip into the new dip. That's gross. But if you want to double dip your guac, go for it. Okay. Let me just think of it. No baked cheesecake. Oh, I know what I can do. My jelly slice. Jelly slice, Miss Molly. I come up first. All right, so for the jelly slice, how much gelatin do we use? Blah, 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 blah. Should just hit the jump to rest button, but that's me. 3 teaspoons. So I've used 2 with condensed milk. All right, I'm still going to add more. I said it's 3 teaspoons there, and I've used 2. That's xanthan gum. That's the wrong one. Where did jelly go? Oh, there. Yeah, okay. So that uses cream cheese, a similar amount to where you're going to be using. Condensed milk. Yeah, so we're using milk and cream, so even a bit more. So that's 3.5 teaspoons, I think. Doing it, I'm doing it. Oh, maybe it's too much. Done it. I've done it now. Cream cheese. Ugh. It's either going to be really set, but it'll be no problem. All right, so just giving it a stir to break up the clumps of gelatin, letting it bloom. So basically like rehydrating the gelatin before we start to warm it up. Okay? Then, take this away. Make you feel beautiful. Put this away. Because then we also have to put the fruit in. So I'm a bit nervous about that as well. So it should be fun. Okay. So into this bowl, we're adding in, it's all a learning opportunity, whatever happens. So I did 3.5 teaspoons. 50 grams of sugar. 150 grams of cream cheese. Oh crap, I thought it was, oops. Doesn't matter, learning opportunity. It'll just be really set. Okay. 153. I don't know if it's just me, but I get really excited when I go to measure something and it's like almost perfect. Like you're there, or it's like within a really small margin. You just feel like amazing. I don't know what it is. Surely I'm not the only one that feels that way. If I am, then that's fine. We want 50 grams of sugar. Wanna make you feel. There we go. Slight sweetness, because we're not sweet enough. Okay, we're gonna beat this. Beat it. Because I'm lazy and I can't bother getting this hand mixer out, I'm gonna try this, but I have a feeling that this is not gonna work. And this is gonna get messy. Whoa. What did it say? Okay. Laziness does not pay off. Time for the stirring stick. We're past the stirring stick. Not even the stirring stick will save it. Okay. I've got to mop up some of this sugar. I'd make a terrible pastry chef because I'm very messy. I always think to myself, like, oh, you know, it would be great to be in that career, like being a chef or a pastry chef, like it would be really fun. And I think I'm not really the personality type for like pastry work. I think seems to be people that like precision, which I do partly like, but I'm not a consistently precise person. Like I love creating recipes, but I like to do them for the layperson. Like I'm never gonna, on a daily basis, get a ruler out and like, cut things to like a certain measurement or whatever. Like, I don't care that much. But maybe I'm put on this earth to show people that you can still make delicious food, but you don't have to be as precise. You know, it's going to be good enough. Not good enough. It's still going to be good, great. It's not going to be like incredible, but it's going to be, it's still good. And that's why when you make that on the daily basis, you cook like that, it makes you appreciate the really good stuff, like people making it, like, because you've made it and you're great, your version's great, but then you appreciate it when you go to a patisserie or something, because like that's perfect. You know what I mean? Okay, 100 mils of cream. This is too good, isn't it? Yeah. Oh no! Oh my God. Oh my God. My cream is off. What the heck? 11th of June. What's the date today? What? That's 2 days away. Oh my God. I'm going to have to use sour cream. What? The 9th, yeah. It was ABT, always be tasting. That's it. I always give or take at least 4 days from dairy use products. No, but mine like usually over. Like the cream's usually pretty good. Okay. I had to throw out my Greek yogurt this week as well because that was bad too. All right. The milk I buy starts to go off about a week or so before that. Really? That's not good. Is your fridge working? Yes. Hey, Steph. It's like a brand new, well, a year old. The cream I did, it depends on where you open it, I agree with that. But I started putting the cream in the door, which I think the temperature fluctuation's bad. So I think that's what I'm not drinking. Exceed's just walked in to get some water. What did you just say?
Why are you drinking in the morning again?
I'm not drinking in the morning. I'm using it for a recipe. I don't even know. Southern Comfort smells way too sweet to drink. It's for a recipe, I promise. It's content. Look at that. There are raisins, nice and soft. Hey, did you? If you've got an Everyday Rewards card, there's a receipt on the file. It's a good one. But I don't think I'm that, like, we don't need that judgment. I don't think I have, to go in, take it to the store, because it's the store's not easy to get to. I could probably get a refund. Contact the consumer, like Olive. If the bot that you talk to at Woolworths online, her name is Olive. I'll talk to Olive. All right. So that's what your dough looks like. Okay. Nice and smooth. Looks good. All those beautiful olive oil. All right. And so now what we're going to do, because we're still kneading it, right? It needs our love, but we're gonna add in our fruit. So there we go. So this is the syrup that I mixed with cider, and I warmed up warm cider with that. All right, I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt to enhance the sweetness, like that. And then we're just gonna start to like incorporate and knead this in. So you do some kneads like this, and then let it relax. Come back and do some more. It's gonna be so good. But yeah, you can do it with your hand, your stand mixer if you want, quicker and easier. But we don't all have one of them. Well, no, I can't say we. I meant to say like not everybody has one of them. Okay. Sour cream is gonna work just as well, I hope. I would have liked the regular whipping cream to whip some air into it, but we'll see. Really whip sour cream, do you? I'm hoping that it should still be okay. So we're gonna go here now. It tastes really good. It tastes more like I prefer the flavor of like, I don't really like sweet desserts. So I like the sour cream in here because it reminds me of like a New York style cheesecake. It's gotta be an extra special cake. You know it. That's perfect for you, Dex. I thought I cancelled the timer. Okay. Timer paused. Timer should be cancelled. All right. How do you get into timers? Cancel. There we go. Deleted. All right, here we've got our milk with our gelatin, and we're just gonna start to melt this, dissolve the jelly, and then we're gonna whip it into our dessert, and hopefully we can incorporate some air with that. I thought that was your doorbell. We don't have a doorbell. We got dogs, but they sometimes suck. We don't have a doorbell. I do get notifications. We've got security systems, so like someone pulls up. We've got cameras outside and they get a notification on our phone if you're in earshot of your phone. All right. Looks like it's nice and dissolved. This is our milk mix. Beautiful. Just make sure you scrape the edges. Lovely. Hey Sheila. Do you ever get spiders setting off your webcam, your cameras? Never. I think that's one of the funny things that makes me laugh. Like, you all think that we see spiders and snakes all the time. My dad, who is from the country, he's a farmer. He said to us the other day, he was here, he said it's been like 20 years. He doesn't remember the last time he saw a snake. And I don't know how to get that through to you guys. Snakes are very rare, depending on what time of the year. What area you're in. Kate sees more snakes because she's in Queensland, the tropical weather. And spiders this big. We're this big. Like, you just step on them, or the daddy long legs, you just leave them alone. Because we do have them in our house, but I leave them alone because they eat the other spiders or the other bad things. Spiders are not fun. We only get small ones. Like there was a red back the other day or a white tail. Like they're not really worrisome. You don't want them to be near I don't know if they bite dogs, but don't put your hands in different locations where the spiders are going to be because they might get you. But everywhere else then, yeah. I used to live on a farm in Stanthorpe and we saw snakes probably once a fortnight. Spiders almost every day though. Yeah, I see spiders all the time. And when we live on the farm, in summer is more of your worrisome time. We like to take our dogs to the farm in cooler weather, like now, because they like to run around in the bushland area. And I know that snakes aren't going to be around or less likely to be around. Snakes go where the rodents to eat. Spiders come out summer or spring or summer. Yeah. Well, snakes are everywhere. We get rodents. There was a mouse. We've had one last year, one this year. Just one. Kill him. He's done. Yeah, it's not very. You don't have to be scared about coming to Australia, though. It's not a scary place. I'm talking about sun here. What do you mean? Alright, so I'm just trying to whip this to try and incorporate some air. I know last week I made coffee marshmallows. I just want to get a check-in. If I was going to release a marshmallow recipe, what flavour would you want? I've only seen a snake in a city once though, yeah? So if I was going to release a marshmallow recipe, last week we made coffee marshmallows. If I was going to release a recipe, what flavour would you want? That was my question. Sorry. What marshmallows do you want? Coffee? Tomato, no. Raspberry and vanilla. Raspberry marshmallows covered in toasted coconut. Okay. Tomato, no, yes. Avian, I'm so confused. Alright, I don't know if this is doing anything. So snakes are rare, but women are common. I heard they hit men with crab fishing nets. I don't know what women are hitting men with crab nets. Oh, you're talking about me hitting Exceed or my stepdad with a net? Easy? There was one time. That was one time. Can't tell everyone. I'll get a bad rap. Okay, so we're going to try this. I have a feeling it's not going to work, but whatever. It should set. It should. If not Dex, I'll have to remake it next week or something. Right. So I'm going to let it set for a bit and then put the top on. I don't know this. Even if I didn't have, even if I put agar in here, it's very liquidy. Like it's very wet. I'm pretty sure theirs didn't look like that. We're making a recipe on the website. I love refrigerated cheesecake. This should be thicker though, right? I prefer baked cheesecake. I'm not a big continental cheesecake person. I forgot to put the I forgot to put the fruit in. Okay. So the fruit, frozen raspberries, and yeah, frozen raspberries, and these are apricots. Cool. Oh my God. What? Just. Okay, these were tinned apricots that have been sitting here in the container for like maybe 3 weeks in the fridge. Why do they continue to disintegrate? Why can I not pick it up? What is happening? They've turned into mush. What is this? Too old? I didn't know they, like, look at that. What the heck? More things that are too liquidy, I guess. Yeah. Are you sure your fridge is okay? Yeah. Yeah. The fridge, what? My fridge is okay. Are you meant to eat them a few days after opening? But I didn't know that they would like disintegrate. Okay. Well, raspberries it is then. 3 strikes now for your fridge, Molly. Yeah. Refurb the fridge. It's my birthday fridge. Is this a composting stream? All right. That looked like the start of horrible Jello fruitcake. Should have put gelatin in that. Cad would have loved it. I feel sad now. Everything will go perfectly now that I got here. I'm carried. Well, hopefully you guys, Kerry, you can improve my mood because I'm pretty sad. That being said, I think it's starting to thicken. Maybe because the gelatin is getting cold. Frozen fruit is the go. All right. Look at that, it's starting to thicken. Let's hope that it's enough. Okay. I love frozen fruit. I actually prefer frozen raspberries than the fresh ones. Just maybe it's the cell membrane like breaking but they've got more flavour. Or that they've like picked right when they're in season, you know? And then frozen snap. All right. So now we need to compress this. I was wondering why I was going to keep, like I wanted to keep this, but it's really come in handy. It's 1/3 of a cup that the handle broke off. It's quite useful to do this. There we go. Dexa special cake. It seems to be getting quite solid. Let's just hope. I'm making a cheesecake. Never use ice in a gin and tonic if you have frozen fruit. Oh yeah, it's a good idea. Don't dilute that gin, eh? There we go. Into the refrigerator. Remember, when if we do choose to flip this over, that will be the bottom. So it'll be compressed. We'll see. Or we might just lift it up with our tabs. Not sure. Okay, let's make some good food. Because I'm sad now. We need to get a little bit of hype happening. All right. That was too serious for me. Prosecco. Frozen fruit in Prosecco is really good. Got to agree with that. It's my birthday. Please don't be sad. It's my birthday. I'll cry if I wanna. Happy birthday, Easy 3000. Easy 22. 3000 seems better. Easy, I hope you have an amazing day. Thanks for celebrating it with me. And the chat. Okay. Here. Oh, I got rid of my bucket of water. But this should be fine. Okay. So you're just stretching, pulling, kneading, incorporating, like that, okay? Just trying to fold more in there every time. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so Liz tasked me with making chicken pot pie because she had it as a kid, as a child, and she didn't like it. And we got to change that because chicken pot pie is delicious. And we're going to make it into little mini pies with our pie maker. You can call me the Molly Pie Maker. If I find, me knees. If I was, there we go, it's right at the back, of course it is. What I broke my heart. Pastry. We're going to need carrot, onion. Ideally, if you had celery, but I didn't got none of that. I'm going to use some corn because that's what my mum would do. And I'm going to pretend to be Liz's mum so she can eat this and feel happy. Make her a version she'll be happy with, okay? Okie dokie. So we got no cream, so we're going to use sour cream. And the thing about this is we're adults, so we can have a lot of cheese, okay? You can have as much cheese as you want. And we're going to use cheddar and parmesan. And we can also have wine to cook with. Okay, sour cream, 2 different types of cheese. Onion, I don't have celery, so we're not going to use that. We're going to use corn instead. Cool. Like that. Cheese Nation, let's go. Okay. This, we got chicken breast here. So the things you'll need is a chopping board. Like this. I love this song. Mistakes. We'll come of age with our young nation. We'll be the refuge. Lay long enough foundation. Pass it on to you. Oh, knife. Like that. Okay. So you want to start with your onion. There's only a small one there, so let's get more. So we're going to start with the basics. You can do bacon as well if you want to do a bit fancier. Add some bacon. Who doesn't love Hamilton? Taryn. Taryn said she didn't want to watch it. It is. It's a long. Like the Disney one. It's a long. It's a long movie. It's a long play. So the base thing here is creating flavour, with your simplicity. So carrot, onion, garlic, celery if you wanted to, corn. We're going to build onto flavour, adding a few bits of some seasonings. Salt, enough salt is really important. A lot of the time, so when we're recreating food from our childhood that we might necessarily not have liked, the biggest thing that our parents did wrong was not enough salt and not enough seasoning. And so you're like caramelizing your onions to add sweetness with your sweetness from your carrots, umami flavor coming in through if you want to add mushrooms, the flavor from your chicken. Then we're going to add in some brightness from some wine. And that's what our parents never were taught, never learnt. And that's why a lot of foods that I've recreated since I ate them as a kid, my mum never knew how to, she was never taught how to cook. And so a lot of things that she did because her mum did them or she did trial and error, they weren't aware, or they were told salt is bad, stay away from salt, didn't know you could cook with wine, things like that. So small tips and tricks I'm going to teach you to elevate your food. So SSB, Sauvignon Blanc. My daughters 17 and 15 both love, we've all watched it 10 times. Damn! I like it. Disney Plus. It's a filmed musical. It's a film stage show. It's really good, Dex. Okay, so onion. Oh, nice sharp knife. Turn. There we go. Little bits. Needs to be a little bit sharper. Grippy mat. Put that underneath. Do the right thing. Okay. So, onion here. I got the 85mm lens on. Might be a bit close for you all. That better? There we go. Is it bright enough? Haven't watched a musical since. You should watch it. Watch it for me, Dex, won't you? Okay, into here. Oh, Jonathan Groff is so good. Oh my gosh, yes. All right, onion. I am not writing this down, so I need to remember. Okay, I have a chicken and leek pie that isn't on the website, but that's really good. Very similar to this. Okay. When you're thinking about making pie, which is a filling, when you're making something like this, which is a filling to go into a pie, and you're cutting veggies, you need to think about the end result of what the veggie you want it to look like, and also in relation to other things. So we're gonna serve this pie, serve this filling in mini pies. So all the fillings need to be small, because if I make a really chunky pie, the chunky ingredients, when it comes to putting that filling inside the pie casing, which is this big, you're not going to fit a lot of flavour or like a lot of the ingredients, because it's going to be like a few chunks of chicken and some veggies, and that's it. So because I'm making smaller pie, I want to chop everything smaller. So then in each bite or each mouthful, you have like a lot of the veggies and chicken and things, all things going on in your mouth. Whereas if I'm making a bigger pie, then you can do larger chunks. Also, you want to be thinking, like, how does the vegetable cook? Will it start to wilt down, and will it reduce size? Do you want, sometimes I say like carrots, chop them some really finely and then some a bit chunkier, because the smaller pieces will basically render down and dissolve basically, and really are there for the flavour. But then you want some chunky bits because you want to see them and they add visual appeal. So there's a bit of both. My boyfriend's birthday is next week, and I'm going to attempt making a German cake. Nice! I love it. What tweaks would you make for the Death by Chocolate cake recipe? Okay, not a lot. Do you want you're going to top the cakes with the German topping? You wouldn't really need to make any changes to the cake itself. You're going to add coconut and walnuts, the caramel kind of sauce. Are you going to create one big cake? You're going to keep cupcakes? Less death. All right, so onions just caramelizing there. We're making them translucent, cooking them down. We're not adding the garlic yet, so we're adding the garlic towards the end of the cooking process of the onion, so that we can cook the garlic for 1 to 2 minutes, but we don't want to burn it. Garlic is very, very quick to burn. 2 layer, but swap coffee for another liquid. Okay. You might want to reduce the coffee liquid. It's a cup, isn't it? Just reduce the liquid just very, very slightly to make it a little bit more stable. But I've done that as a layer cake before, and it's been fun. Just remove maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons of liquid. All right, so I've got garlic cloves there. I'm going to add the carrot here because I can. That's great. Very lucky boyfriend. I love German cake. Okay. So I'm just creating rough batons. So slicing it one way to create like this. Slices, I don't know the French word. And then we flip it over and then create batons.
Delicious.
And then you turn them. Anonymous. What? Delicious. No, that's not anonymous. Han Wolfie, thank you for the a fresh sub. Hey, check you out. Thank you very much. Welcome to Mollytopia. Thank you for supporting the channel. You get to choose an ingredient for the mystery box. There we go. Are we a fan of peas or no peas? I'll let you guys decide. Peas or no peas? I'm not going to do all this carrot, I don't think. Just going to leave that one behind. Peas or no peas? Peas? You want the peas? Okay, what's the mystery box? So, this is every sub, resub, gifted sub, $5 tip or 500 bits goes into here. You get to choose an ingredient. And at the end of the month, we pull out six ingredients, and then I have to cook with those ingredients. So it has to be something that we usually have in the kitchen. But last time we had sardines, gelatin, coffee, beans. There was like some disgusting stuff I had to like cook with there and then, and they're really weird combinations. So it's just a bit of fun, way to challenge me. Yeah. You can choose something irregular, but I just ask that you like support monetarily with the ingredients. So like someone wanted, what was it? Someone wanted sea urchin, or someone wanted something, and I like, if people just, you know, tip 5, 10, depending how much it was, you know, to help me get that ingredient, that's all. Or you can just choose, ask me if I've got it. A lot of the time we have a lot of staples. Okay, so that's your carrot. Sea urchin lols. I wouldn't even know where to get it from, to be honest. Garlic, here, corn. That's not my suggestion, by the way. I got it. I got it. I understood that one. Okay, corn. Woo-hoo-hoo. The ends are a bit funny, so I'm just trying to avoid that. There we go. So you can put anything and everything. I like corn, a bit more cottage style. I should see the urchin in Japan, and it was okay. I want to try it when we go to Japan. I'm pretty keen. Have to need to enter into the jar. I have what? Oh, thank you. You're amazing. Thank you, Roselli. Lemon. Hey, cool. It's actually, I got a bunch of lemons from my mum's friend. They're from their tree. No joke. They're, you know how lemons from people's trees, like homemade lemons, homegrown lemons or fruit, there's always a bit, like, little bit dodgy. These are the best lemons. They are better than like lemons that I bought from a store. They're so vibrant, and the texture of them is like nothing else. Okay. STB. Oh, STB is shit the bed hot sauce. That is a STB hot sauce. It's like a 12 out of 10 Bunsters hot sauce. Oh my God, I just got corn in my coffee. Cool, man. All right, look at that. So, just cooking that down. We're gonna chop up our chicken. Yeah, everyone like, see, you want to help me. They're hindering me. They're nasty, nasty pasties. Not like you, Han Wolfie. Okay, Han Wolfie, thank you for your fresh new sub. Welcome to Mollytopia. Okay. Han Wolfie, you wanted lemons. you very much. The other ones I got to do. And we'll get some time. Thank you. All right, chicken breast. Like that. This is one chicken breast. The chickens in Australia are built differently. We got big, strong chickens down here. They're like half a pound. Okay, so like I said, just slicing these. And we're going to not finely dice, but small dice, small chunks. Okay, some bits that you'll notice are a bit white because I defrosted them at a bit higher temperature. Hello, Romeo. I've got 2 dogs next to me. Cool, man. Okay. They smell that chicken. They do. Get some hype in the chat if you want to feed the beasts. They're like, you know, in the movies, you know, and your D&D, you got like the trolls underneath the bridge. We've got the trolls, the big goblins underneath the bench.
Delicious.
Chili pepper, anytime. Thank you very
Chili pepper,
much.
any type.
You legend. Guys, can we give Avian Samurai some hype as well? All right, 1 second. Chili pepper, okay, chili flakes? Or we'll go cayenne pepper. How about that? Do something a bit spicy. All right. I'm just worried about that. Okay, ready? One. See?
Delicious.
Hey, Hannah Wolfie, thank you so much. This one's Romy and this one's Chester. They're the best boys. The best fluffy boys in the house, hey? Can you pour? Very gentle. Good job. How much of Kitchen Nightmares was scripted? I don't know. I reckon a bit of it, yeah. This type of shows you got to be pretty scripted. I forget, which one's Kitchen Nightmares? The one where he goes into the people's restaurants? Is that the Kitchen Nightmares one? We are talking about Old Maid, aren't we? The big guy. The guy that screams. I forget his name. Gordon. We are talking about Gordon, aren't we? The Kitchen Nightmares? Not the Tim Burton thing. That's a different type of nightmare. Oh man, my spoon fell in. Okay, spatula and everything away in the sink. Kenara, welcome in. How you doing? Alrighty. What are you making? We're making Liz chicken pot pie. All right, we're gonna add in our garlic now. It is, it's gonna be
Delish. It's going to be less colourful once we put our sauce and everything. But Liz wanted me redeem for me to make something from her childhood that she hated. Wants me to make it good. Okay. Like this. Garlic. 4 cloves of garlic. Chicken, corn, carrot, onion. For a moment. Look at that. I'm going to add in some salt. Like that. Pepper. We're going to go in with some thyme. I can't be bothered going into the garden. I don't know if it's still alive, the thyme plant. I told you guys. I told you that my dad came with the house cleanup a few weeks ago. My dad came and helped me do some gardening, and he chopped down some trees, and he took a mower to our backyard, and he mowed over my parsley plant and the oregano and basil. No, oregano and thyme. I know the oregano plant is still alive. I'm completely fine with it because the parsley plant was a bit overgrown, and we're replanting them anyway, so it's no worries. But it just made me laugh. So we harvested, basically, yeah. I honestly love both your dad and stepdad are so handy and willing to come over. Oh, they're fantastic. Very, very lucky. Unfortunately, they're not as handy as they used to be because they're older now. They're my dad's 61 and my stepdad is late 50s. So they're old Australian word would old codger. They're like a old fella. I think that's a British term, codger. But yeah, they're getting on. And they're not we've got to worry about knees and sore backs and things like that. But a lot of the time they come over and I try and do as much as I can, and I love to learn from them. Okay, you wanted peas? I love the smell of freshly made earth. It permeated. Okay. Oh, a bit of water. Look at that. Where are the peas? I am West Coast. I've never heard that before. Old codger. Where's my Australians at? It's more of a British term. Old codger, yeah. You've heard the term old codger. It's a very common term, yeah. You old fella. Holla! You know the word old codger? Like a codger? Look at that. So see the colour we've got going on there? That's from the caramelization. I've added the red onion instead of like a yellow or brown onion. Yeah, all the peas didn't want to come out, so looks good. So, give it a taste. Oh, I got a corn string. Old codger is like a traditional, real old Aussie dude, yeah. Yeah. Okay, a little bit more salt. Chicken stock powder. Like I said, one of the biggest things is salt, seasoning, acidity. So, like this, we've added the salt, we've added our seasonings, so black pepper, thyme, garlic, and now we're going to hit it with a little bit of white wine, a third of a cup. like this. All right, so we're gonna bring that, heat it before we start to make our sauce. Have many of you guys heard of the term beurre manier? So because I don't have a clean pan here to start making a roux, you want to create a thickening agent, you can add cornstarch and water, or flour, plain flour and water, or a beurre manier. So then you can mix butter, which is going to add richness, fat, transports flavor molecules around your mouth, and is going to add some luxurious richness. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix flour with a bit of butter, and that's going to prevent it from creating lumps. And when it starts to get incorporated into our create a sauce, the butter is going to melt that distributes the flour throughout the dish. Okay, so plain flour is here. I might get a bigger bowl. B-U-R-R-E. B-E-U-R-R-E. I have to Google. I've got to figure it out. M-A-N. I'll show you. So the difference between corn flour and plain flour is plain flour doesn't have as much starch. Cornstarch, corn flour is basically all starch, whereas plain flour doesn't have as much protein or thickening. Protein? Thickening. So we want to add more of it. We'll need, I think it's the 3 times as much, but it's always like with cornstarch. You got to see as you go, play it by ear, because you might need to add more. You might need to add more liquid to then, depending on the environment, kind of like the thickening can change. Flour like that. Old codger is just an old person. Yeah. Codger is just an old person. Okay, facts. All right, so butter like this, tablespoon and a half. And basically what you're doing is just mixing it into the flour. Like when you're using cornstarch to make a slurry, you want to mix it with water so that it becomes liquid and you don't have any lumps. Same thing with this. I feel like everyone is looking at me when they read, no way, no way. That's the great thing about Twitch. There's everyone from all different ages. I was talking to someone.
Delicious.
Han Wolfie, thank you for giving to Avin Samurai. I appreciate you. I forgot to add that ingredient. I was getting an interview the other day. When I say it was in the last 6 months. I was getting interviewed and I was talking about our community and the community on Twitch. And they were like, what is the age ranges? And I was like, we've got everyone from our community, children of our community members that are 12, 13, to then all the way up to community members in their 70s. It's so amazing. I'll say, I don't even know, probably even older, that watch with their kids or their grandkids. And that's the thing about, with Twitch and our community specifically, the barrier to entry is having a computer and being able to watch. Being able to chat, be involved. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter your race, religion, food brings people together. And our community is so vast, so varied. And I love that. I think that's the best thing. Okay, Han Wolfie, what would you like? You gifted a sub, so you get another ingredient. And then we also, who else did I just miss out? The 500 bits. Avian Samurai, that was you, right? I think there's so much stuff in life that tries to segregate you and separate people. And if we can create a place where everyone comes together, everyone's got to eat, everyone's got opinions on food. And as long as you're respectful, I love to share and learn from each other, and it's just a wonderful place. Chili peppers, thank you very much. Avian Samurai, you're gonna
burn my butt. I'm going to add cayenne pepper because you said any chili peppers, so I'm going to use cayenne, okay? Cayenne. And then, Han Wolfie, what would you like? Jalapeno, okay? God, everyone's masking their contributions. Just chili peppers, just spice, just more heat. All right, thank you very much. 2 more additions. So for every sub, resub, gifted sub, 500 bits, $5 tip goes into the mystery box at the end of the month, okay? The Fiesta box. And then we ran through them really fast last month. So we ended up doing 3 rounds. But I'm not going to promise that we're going to do that many next time. But I'm pretty good at it if I do so myself. Okay. So, like we start a roux, the base of our sauce. We're going to do mother sauces on Monday, by the way. When you're making a roux, you want to melt butter and then add flour. This is kind of doing it in reverse. So, this is going to be blonde. And we're going to thicken this, but we don't have the opportunity to kind of like cook the flour or toast the butter. Okay. But what happens is once we add this, the butter will start to melt and it prevents the flour from clumping. Okay? First time viewer, great show. Question, hit me. Do you accept recipe suggestions or anything like that? Yes. So we have if you guys talk about certain recipes or things that you're liking at the moment, I might be inspired. But using your Molly dollars, which is the in-stream currency at the bottom of the chat, you can redeem for me to make something. Like today, this is a redemption for Liz in the OC, and the other one that's in the fridge is from Dex. So of course, join our Discord. I'm always interested in trying new things and easily inspired. Yeah. So I love it. Always interested in trying like authentic family recipes as well. Something that like from a cuisine that I've never had much experience with. Have you done a shakshuka, Middle Eastern baked egg? I do. It's actually in our cookbook. So we self-published, this is our first cookbook. And there's a shakshuka recipe in here. It's one of my favorite things. I wonder how you do it or how you like it. Hold on. Sour cream mixed with oatmeal? Interesting. Okay. Breakfast section, pancakes, eggs, shakshuka. Shakshuka. One day I want to go through and re-photograph all this and redo it. But sausage, chorizo or bacon, and then usually onion, garlic, crushed tomatoes. I use like a Spanish or a Mexican seasoning. So like if we're using Mexican, it's kind of like cumin, paprika, chili powder, garlic powder if you wanted to add a little bit of extra. Salt, pepper, something you whip together. And it's so good, isn't it? Very simple as a recipe I use, nice. But yes, if you have any more suggestions, stick around. We also have a website, missmollymakes.com. You can check it out. And we release a recipe every week and aiming to build everything for busy people. So sweets, snacks, main meals, things that, you know, use ingredients. The tagline for the website is approachable, no, like fuss-free recipes. It's stuff that you use as ingredients that are easily found in your grocery store, maybe an Asian grocer, but you don't have to buy anything fancy from website unless you live in the US. But I try and find create recipes with ingredients that you'll be able to find easily and love. Yeah. See, how's bells? Coffee with friends I haven't seen in 3 years. Lovely. I hope you have an amazing time. If Molly were Leonardo da Vinci, she'd be, yeah, the Mona Lisa is good, but I want to repaint it. I can do better.
It's a very nice thing to say. All right, so we're gonna add some of this. Sit it there for a minute. When do you do the mystery jar? The last stream of every month. So if you can tell me the last Monday or Friday of June. The 29th, I think. All right, a little bit of milk, like this. Okay. So mix it in like this. Turn the heat back on. So we added milk. You can add cream if you want. And depending how saucy you like it, you can add more or less liquid if you want it thicker. 30th is a Friday. Okay, cool. There is a super cheats way of making these chicken pies when you're busy and need of something quick. Yeah, you add frozen veggies. Chicken, chopped up chicken, frozen veggies, like the cottage ones that have like corn, carrot, peas. Dump them in there, add a few spices. Bob's your uncle. Super easy. That would be my recommendation. But this is using stuff from your fridge. What is the Aussie version of chicken pot pie? Do we have one? Is there a thing? A lot of our cuisine, I get asked this all the time, like what's Australian food? Our cuisine, we're so lucky because our cuisine is so varied because we're so multicultural. I do have a lot of cultural envy sometimes. I grew up and I was like, I just don't want to be Australian. I just want to be like British or Indian or, because they have foods that they grew up with eating and it was just like they're, everything's borrowed from in Australia, which is good, but it's crappy at the same time, if you get what I mean. American, you guys, you think that, but like American food, you guys have got American barbecue and pies. Like for an Australian, American food is like fruit pies. Australians don't eat a lot of fruit pie other than apple pie. But like blackberry pie or blueberry pie, cherry pies, things like that we don't have in here. I don't really eat kangaroo personally. I don't like the flavour of kangaroo. Yeah, fairy bread and jelly slice. I have a recipe for that on our website for jelly cheesecake slice. But there's not a whole lot. Okay, so I want to make this a little bit saucier. Bunno snack, yeah, lovely. Food you can really sink your teeth into. All right. Look at this. What are we thinking? So now I'm going to add some cheese, add some Parmesan, but you could eat it just like this if you wanted to. But Exceed and I like our pies a little bit cheesy. I've got a little bit of corn things in there. So creamy and delicious. I don't watch regular TV. And I also am not a fan of all the drama. I actually was asked to be on My Kitchen Rules. And I have been asked to apply to stuff. It's not for me. I know that it's weird because I am on the stream and this is my full-time job and it seems as though I'm very outgoing. I am not really like, I'm like an extroverted introvert. I don't like the focus being on me or being like the, I don't know, like I don't like being the front person or the people look at or whatever. And it makes me really nervous. I'll set things up, like I'll do things and get things organized and whatever, but I don't like, the idea of, one of the reasons we eloped is the idea of walking down the aisle and being like the center of attention for like a wedding makes me really uncomfortable. I think sour cream maybe. Oh, what was the question, Hubangle? What are you using to help thicken the milk? We used a mixture of butter and plain flour to help and thicken it. So milk, then I added milk to then thin it out. But no sour cream in here yet. You can add, but I used the sour cream for our last recipe. I just used milk. Just use milk. I worked as a production assistant years ago on Ready Steady Cook for the exact same reason. I hate the thought of being in the spotlight. Yeah. Like I'm happy in my little own kitchen. Like I feel like I'm talking to nobody but at people at the same time, and I can control the situation. But other stuff makes me like sick to think of, like public speaking. I suppose I could do it, and I would possibly be good at it. I wouldn't do something if I attempt stuff. I make sure I'm good at something. I don't like not being good at something, but yeah, I would rather cook with people, like cook with you guys, and you guys, cooking for me and streaming isn't really about me and being the center of attention. It's more about, the way I look at it is the ability to impart some of my knowledge on you guys, teach you guys, and make you feel confident and help you feel like you've got it in the kitchen, and you can really boost your confidence and feel empowered. And that's the reason why I do it is, yeah, like the main driving force for me is helping you guys feel like you level up in the kitchen. And I know people will disagree with that because I love chatting. I really like talking, but I like to talk in my own space. I did watch the Ted Lasso finale. I got to admit, I didn't really like this season of Ted Lasso. It's the 3-season fail. It always happens. 2 seasons onwards always gets crap. You look at Expanse, the first season was great, second season was okay, third season onwards, poo-poo. Like, so crazy. It was probably my favorite season. What? Okay. But I just don't, like, it's just, the whole point with Zava. What was that? Like, this season of Ted Lasso was so good. Ted moved away so much from his personality, and towards the end was like better. It got better. I would admit the last 2 to 3 episodes were better, but I feel so anxious cooking, and your stream really helped. I love that. Thank you. Okay, I added cheese. You don't have to add the cheese. Parmesan and some cheddar, about 1/4 to 1/3 of a cup each. Compressed. Look at that. I added a little bit too much cheese, and I probably didn't need to add the cheese at all. Oh, but it tastes so good. Oh my God, it's delicious. Liz. It was never about me. Possible spin-off quote. Cheddar and Parmesan. Is that what you said? Yes. If you're Australian, tasty. Tasty cheddar. So tasty cheese, the good old tasty that you grew up with, is aged cheddar. It's good. People hate on it, but I think it's good. I want the spin-off to be the girls' soccer team. Yeah? I love Rebecca. I think she's fantastic. If you see her in real life, the actress that plays Rebecca is very elegant, very confident, and the whole Keely thing, the whole season with Keely was unnecessary. Like, the whole Keely tangent was crap. Sorry, I'm going to say it. She's an incredible actress. Keely didn't get the love she deserved this season. I just thought it was so stupid, the storyline. Like, it just went nowhere. Like, so if you went to the first episode to our last episode, Keely ended up in the same place. She just did this like weird loop and then came back to the club again. I'm sorry, shit, I shouldn't talk about this is Kmart, baby. No more spoilers. Well, we're not giving spoilers. I don't want to allude to anything. Okay. So for this, I lost the proper cookie cutter that came with it. You just want one that's like the same size. Oh, Kmart Essentials knife. All right, turn it. I plugged it in. Accident. Okay. So for four pies, which way do you open this? You just need 2 sheets. Okay. So 2 for the top. Sorry, 1 for the top, 1 for the bottoms. That pot pie you can make into a pie. You can serve with rice. You can serve with mash. Delish. No one needs a man. Also, didn't Roy love Roy and Jamie? Yeah, it was just really stupid. I'm probably binging Never Have I Ever. What is that? I've never heard of it. I watched the latest season of The Good Doctor. I'm looking for something else to watch. You know what I really liked, but I don't know where it is anymore? New Amsterdam. Where is that gone? I think my brother told me that it went to, in Australia, it's on a different platform now. Okay, the arbitrator, welcome in. I've done something similar to using puff pastry in my toasty machine. Same outcome. Yeah. Just probably not as thick, but yes, same thing. I'm going to leave the toasty machine till Monday because I'm going to introduce some of the chat who have not seen a jaffle. We're going to be making spaghetti jaffles. Have you ever watched House? Yes. I always go to rewatch House and then can we do a poll? Chatters say their number 1 favourite kitchen appliance. Go for it, guys. There's a poll's a little bit... we can do a poll after. You guys tell me your favourite kitchen appliance and the mods can do it. Okay, so these just go... Oh, no. I made it too small. Did I? No. So just push them in slightly. Could have gone a size bigger. Han Wolfie, you're a surgeon? New Amsterdam was cancelled after the last season. Which is the last season? What season was that? Stick blender? I would have to agree. Sheila, I'm pretty sure the stick blender, the immersion blender, is something that I mainly use, if not the pressure cooker. Ooh, binding buns. I never use the food processor. Since I've got the attachment, the small attachment for my immersion blender, then it was good. Season 5, well, I've only watched 1 season of New Amsterdam. It's a line from The Good Doctor. Oh, I'm a surgeon. Okay, I thought you were saying that you were... It's not on Netflix in Australia. Move to one of those... We got so many. Binge, Stan. Okay. I made a rookie mistake. these were too small, but the lids will be okay. Okay, so it's like that. You get this, like that. Grab yourself a spoon. Sandwich press is my go-to. Okay. Out of everything in your kitchen, use a sandwich press the most. I would say my pressure cooker. I use that like once every few days, mainly to cook rice. Immersion blender. Coffee machine every day. What else? Oh God, this is so good, Liz. Liz, would you try these?
Delicious.
Delicious! Hello, everybody. Do I pronounce it Irene? Welcome in. Pull up a chair. Come on in. We're making mini pies. Mini pot pies. Hope you're having a great day. Pull up a chair. We're talking about your favorite kitchen appliance. Stand mixer or sous vide. Interesting. So if you're just joining us, welcome with the raid. A little bit about us. My name is Molly. I'm a cooking stream. We've been streaming on Twitch for just over 6 years now. We recreate different food items from games, TV shows, and movies, or we make approachable, fuss-free recipes. And this is a little intro. Who we are. Welcome in. All right, we are making mini pot pies in the Kmart pie maker. So just grab this, pop it on top like that. I'm going to turn it on now. These. So chicken, chicken, corn, peas, onion, what else? Chicken, corn, peas, carrot, red onion, obviously chicken. Yeah. All right. There we go. There we go. That's it. So then that just will, as it puffs, it will start to smash it down and I'll cook it. And so it was a redemption from Liz. Liz had a childhood aversion to chicken pot pie. And I was like, I'm going to make it a bit better. And so cheese in here. It's cheesy. It's delicious. Look at this. You can eat it on its own in a pie with mashed potato or rice. It's just delicious. Double cheese, because we added cheddar and parmesan. Nani Kid, we've been streaming for 3 hours and 24 minutes. We've done last time in all things food. We've made pies. We forgot about our dough here. And we've made Dex's very special cake that's in the fridge. We have to get out in a few seconds. There we go. This is fruit bread that I'm recipe testing for our website to be released on Monday. So grab these raisins, have been soaked with Southern Comfort, but you could do red wine, you could do apple juice, orange juice, whatever. And we've got spices of cinnamon, cardamom, ginger, nutmeg. Delish. How was your stream, Irene? What did you get up to today? What do you do on stream? Tell us a little bit about you and your community. There we go. Look at that. All right. We're nearly there. Yes. Fab. Do you cook the alcohol first from the Southern Comfort? So the Southern Comfort was mixed with water, brown sugar, and then we cooked the fruit in so that it as it simmered, the alcohol cooked off. If you wanted to, you didn't need to cook it at a low temperature or soak it there. So that it made the raisins really plump. No way, we all know you from Elder Scrolls. Thank you very much, I really appreciate that. It was really so much fun to be involved with it. And TSO party, I love it. I'm really glad that you guys love it. I love your community, and each chapter that we've been involved with has been such a blast. Everyone has been so welcoming, and the food has been really, really fun to be able to recreate and theme. Does it make any difference whether you do cook for... No, well, it doesn't really matter because you're going to bake the bread anyway. So the alcohol is going to get cooked off. It's going to evaporate when you cook the actual bread. Yeah. All right. So we're going to be making the buns, and then we're going to get out of the cake that we're about to make. Oh, do you mean cook something else like themed, or do you mean like today? All right. Look at that. This one's trying to escape. So you can get them out and then turn them around if you wanted to. If it doesn't, you need a designated baker. Yes. I'm just changing my earpiece because we've been streaming for too long. They never last a full stream. Oh, you mean Elder Scrolls? We did 2 sponsored streams last Friday and this previous Monday. We don't have anything planned at the moment. Okay. But you can recreate my recipes. I did 2 for Necrom, so they're on Instagram, but the Bethesda team have tagged them as well. So the cupcakes, I don't have them. The Elder Scrolls cupcakes, as well as the quiche, the recipes are both being linked to the social media, so you can get them, make them, and make me really happy. Okay, nearly done, but we've got this. Okay, I'm so nervous. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. We should have done it in a springform pan. That was a big issue. Hellburger from Dablo, spicy fried chicken habaneros. Yeah, could do. All right. Oh. Dexy looking? Okay, hold on. Let me just get a plate. Shit. You ready? Is it coming? Oh my God. All right, the base fell out. Oh, that's fine. It wasn't compressed enough. Hey, look at that. All right. Dex, look. And it is pretty solid. Should we cut in half? That's a bit of a bummer. I'm thinking that we put it up the other way, like that, and we just compress this all on. It's like a crumble cake. Dex, did I do you proud? It turned out.
Delicious.
Hey! And then ready? Bang. Look at those. Damn. Oh my God, it wasn't plugged in. Look at this. Look at that. Okay, ready? Where's Dex? Dex. It's pretty solid. The gelatin may have been a little bit too much. Oh, look at that. Look at that, Dex. Look at that, chat. Yes. Looks real good. Maybe a bit too thick. I like it a bit creamier. Very happy. Mms in the chat. Mms in the chat. Mms in the chat. Mms in the chat. And these are little mini pies. I know I'll have to make more because Exceed will like them. All right. Yeah, so we've got another moving emote, but I think I like that moved. Exceed changed it. Look at that. It's very solid. It's very solid. It's like a block. Yeah, Exceed changed the moving emote because we had talked about. There's a Molly one. There's a me in the green suit, I think. All right. It's good. There's just too much gelatin in there. It's yummy. Yum. Forget how much I like cheesecake. It's really solid. Do you think we need a raspberry no-bake cheesecake like this? Should I work on something that isn't solid? It has a tanginess, which I like. So I would say yes. I would say the tanginess is really nice, works well with the raspberries. I'm a fan. I think we can do better, and I think I want to do better. Handheld cheesecake. And handheld pot pies. Like, look at this. Like, this is, it's been like cemented in its location, the raspberry. You can see that it's got a hole. It's kind of like been put in like silicone, like a mold. Because you could pull this raspberry out. It literally, if I pull this raspberry out, there's an indentation. Can you see? There's like an indentation inside the cheesecake from where the space that the raspberry took up. Like that's why there's way too much. So we just have to go back to the drawing board. Yum. Okay. Success. Now, I mean, I've had some pretty solid cheesecakes at restaurants before. Okay. Now this one is very hot, very the opposite of what we just had. Okay. Ready? Look at that. Oh God, I just burnt myself. Look at that. Damn. Yum. Was the base of and the, yep, top and the base were the same? Wolfie, yep. What do you think? Just make it. Yes. That is a chicken pot pie. But not really a hand pie, right? Oh yeah. That's really good. These are so versatile. That's why I like this. Because putting these pies in the oven would have taken 20 to 30 minutes of baking. Whereas you put them in there, they take 5 minutes. Papa Joppa, welcome back. Yum. Puff pastry. Store-bought puff pastry. I'll show you it. I'll just grab this. Filling. So, Pampers puff pastry. That's how it comes in Australia. Oh, you do? Because I'll make some more. All right. Like that. And then grab yourself this. One. Like that. They just go inside. I don't know what to do. Go cook or eat. Watch and eat. There we go. Miss Molly eating directly off the bench. Can't let it go to waste. Okay. And then these offcuts, what you do is you cut them up and then put them in the oven, and then fry them, and then cut them in half. Like, sorry, not fry them, bake them. Cut them in half and fill them with jam and cream. That was any time we made sausage rolls as kids or anything with pastry, the offcuts were always popped into the oven, then made until cooked until they were crunchy and golden, cooled, cut in half, jam and cream. Always matchsticks, always. It was the Mama Molly's specialty. I always thought that she invented them. Because, you know, as a naive kid, that's what you always think. If your mum makes something that other friends' mums don't, that your mum invented it. Your mum and dad. All right, like that. Ours was cinnamon and sugar. I love that. Okay, your filling. It's cooled a bit now. My husband will love these. There we go. And this. like that. But if you don't want to, you can add, like, eat it on its own. Or mashed potatoes, really nice. Can't find the four. This is old. It's this is about 6 years old. We've had it for a while. Put that on. Check that on. Just loosely, because then by the time you press it down, it will compress. There we go. Easy. I'll get rid of that and I'll use that later. And that's it. This guy here. Grab my No worries. Thank you for redeeming it. Okay. Crunch this up. Like that. I think the seasonings and cheese make a huge difference. Yeah, 100%. Okay. And that's why it's really good to revisit foods that you didn't like as a child, because your taste buds change. Some roses and girls in white dresses. All right. Oh yeah, your taste buds change, and you also techniques and things change, or you might know better than your parents, like their cooking styles and skills and. There we go. Does the leek one differ? It's pretty similar. I'll have to have a look, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty similar. Okay, shape that, pop that into here. I'm gonna let that sit for about an hour. In this temperature, it might take about an hour and a half to proof. Bake it, and if it works out, it'll be the recipe on Monday. Fruit bread. Rains, drops, and girls in white dresses. Clean that up. Yeah, so I like the Kmart because it's cheaper. I don't know about the 6 one, if they're much smaller or the same size, but the actual machine's bigger. $100, yeah. Mine was like 20. You might be able to pick it up from like Gumtree or something? Craigslist? We have a platform like Marketplace, like Facebook Marketplace. You guys have Craigslist, we call it Gumtree. We've got Gumtree in Australia. Also, you guys know about Static Ice, that if you want to buy anything online, it doesn't have Amazon, so Amazon's not included, but go to Static Ice, STATICE, and type in what you're looking for, and it will tell you JB Hi-Fi versus, a lot of all different stores, Big W, things like that, and it will tell you like cheaper prices for stuff, like what it's. I do it for camera equipment, tech stuff, all the time. Just a great way of quickly testing the market and see if there's any deals, or especially at this time, coming into end of financial year in Australia, get some good deals. STATICICE, Static Ice. Like, if you're looking for a pressure cooker or headphones, a new camera, a lot of the time, Static Ice, it doesn't do all of the websites, but it gives you a rough idea of what's on sale. Price Buy here in New Zealand. Okay. Yeah. What you can do is they don't cook as much on the inside, so you can rotate them if you can be bothered burning your fingers. I'm pretty good. I've got pretty strong fingers. Exceed laughs at me because I can pick up stuff. Like, I'll pick up a tea bag straight out of the tea, like, you know, straight out of like a boiling cup of water and stuff, or touch stuff to see the temperature. It's better with my right hand than I am with my left hand. But I've just got, after a while when you're cooking, you burn yourself, you get used to like hot temperatures, and you, I don't know, chefs much more than me, you just become like, what are they, there's a name for it. They call like really strong, like heat resistant hands type thing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, asbestos fingers, yeah. Okay, we did pies, we did cake, special cake, Dex's special jelly cake. Tad would be so proud. And then we did fruit bread. What a stream. Hope I taught you something, picked up some lesson, or you just had a good time with friends. Look at this. What is your DOTD? Dish of the day. Are you team pies, team cake, team fruit bread? I was hoping that we could cook this on stream, but we didn't get to it. What team are you? Team fruit bread, team pies, team cake? We were younger, you were mine, my boo-boo. The others look good though. Cake all the way, okay. I suppose no one's going team fruit bread because we didn't bake it yet. You haven't seen how good it is. Oh, the Tim Tam? You like the Tim Tam? Look at that. Very brown today, guys. Let's aim to do something a little bit prettier on Monday. We're a bit brown. You did like the Tim Tam slams. That's what everyone, if you're not in Australia, go and get this weekend. Go to Walmart. Special excuse. Molly, or real me, IRL me, gives you the opportunity. I'm giving you the freedom, the opportunity to go to Walmart this weekend. You can use me as an excuse to say that you need to buy Tim Tams. You need to learn how to do the Tim Tam slam. Decorate the top of here. Tomato sauce all the way. Oh shit, I just realized it's Friday. It is. All day today. It's Friday all day. I'm about eating a rainbow, but brown food can be tasty. Yeah, I agree. Chocolate. Brown chocolate. Delish. Raspberries on the cheesecake. There is colour. And there's heaps of colour inside the brown filling part of the pie. Molly dropping her government name. Thank you to the wonderful Liz. Thank you for contributing as well to the ingredients. I really appreciate that tip. And Dex, thank you for redeeming the cake. Keep them up. Keep the redemptions coming. I love them. It will be Friday in 11 minutes. So, did I turn my pie off? The pie machine's off. Okay. Mother sauces. We're cooking mothers on Monday. Mother sauces are your bechamel, your hollandaise, red sauce, Espanol, and I always get nervous if I say that wrong. We're going to do the 5 mother sauces, okay? So it's going to be a fun stream. They're all in here, if you didn't know. If you haven't got our ebook, you want to help me, if you want to tip me, you want to support the content that I make, grab yourself a physical or a an ebook from our website, but the mother sauces are in here. There's a whole section of them. So you've got your bechamel, your velouté espagnole. Yes, velouté, that's the one that I forgot. Your red sauce, your hollandaise, they're all in here. We're going to show you how to make them, show you how to use them. It's going to be a fun stream. We're also making jaffles and something else that I've forgotten. It's going to be a fun stream. Remember, we only stream Mondays and Fridays at the moment. No Wednesday stream. But I will keep you updated with that. Just so that I've got more time to work on the website and get more stuff done behind the scenes. Because you guys keep me busy. Chester is here. Look at them. And then Commander Joe over here walks in. He's got Rome's got swag. No joke. For a 12-year-old dog, this dog's got swag. He's got little tiny legs and little tiny legs, little fat tummy. If you're new to the stream, hit the follow button. Come and hang out with us Mondays and Fridays. Check out MissMollyMakes.com. Make some recipes, cook them, review them. Give me some comments or reviews up there. Where do we want to send you off over to? Let's go. Is she singing? Oh, co-working. She's not singing. Where should we send you off over to? What? Iffy has changed his name again? What is going on? Iffy changed his name to Ryan is Iffy? Let's go over to, he did. Oh my God. Is he awake? He better be awake. Okay. I need you to go in there, copy and paste the raid call message and ask him who is this imposter? Who is Ryan? Okay. Copy and paste the raid call message. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for the raids. I hope you've had some fun, some laughs, or learnt something while you've been here. Thank you to those who have contributed to the stream. Thank you who have supported me in my content making. This is old, just ignore that. But heaps of people I need to add to the mystery box jar. Thank you for that. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for bringing your communities over. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Join our Discord and tell us all about it. Share what you've been cooking and eating. Take care, brush your hair, be good to yourself and those around you. Yeah, copy and paste this. Love you. Thank you to the mods. He's sleeping. I just checked. He's sleeping. Can you hear me? Okay. We're gonna have to raid someone else. Bloody Iffy. Bloody Iffy. Luckily I got it right on time. I was like, I'll go in there first. Okay. Who the hell is live? That was a close one. It was. I don't know. Can't choose. Let's go a date night in, making dessert. Okay. Yeah.
There we go. Check out the beautiful people at A Date Night In. They're really lovely. We love them. Check out the food and drink community. Take care, brush your hair, be good to yourself and those around you again. Bye.